just about ready to go. And here we go. We're going to start off in Link's house here. Hahasell going to check chest. We find, Mountain Dew right off the gate.
Nice early green bottle. You can use that for is that a fire rod?
Fire rod in the sanctuary. What a find!
So fire rod and the green magics, you use the fire rod right away to start off this race. To find the half magic, they have a really good weapon right away. Fire rod you get 8 uses for magic bar. If you have the half magic, that's 16. That's a lot.
Indeed. Looks like Hahasell and Blackjac going to head over to Uncle, while both DududeDude and HexMage going to be going checking the Lumberjack cave to see what it has to offer.
The triple being a full magic jar, that lets them use the fire rod right away once they find it.
Indeed, that'll come in handy for them. And let's see what Uncle has for us here this afternoon. Just an 5-arrow upgrade, and arrows from the Hoarder as well. All right, big moment of truth here. What's in the Lumberjack cave? Just some triple bombs, so reduced chance of an Agaseed. And just 5 rupees in the Uncle's chest.
Yeah, looks like now we're going to see the other 2 runners go to the Sanctuary, get their fire rod. They're going to probably take us on a track that DududeDude and HexMage has already taken.
Indeed, that's going to take them into the Lost Woods. We'll be seeing what's in the Mushroom Spot, and of course, the Forest Thieves Hideout. A couple of good items there. It looks like a 5-bomb upgrade there in the Mushroom Spot. Not much there, but let's see what the Forest Thief is hiding. Seen a lot of good items come out of this spot. And we got our fighter sword!
I say a sword is a good item.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think that's a good find. Definitely means no swordless strats here today. And we got our map check here. I saw a red pendant at Tower of Hera, Crystal 4 at Eastern. I did not see what was in Desert.
I believe Desert was another crystal and not a red one.
Okay, so 2 regular crystals and 1 pendant. That gives us some decent chances of not seeing either Misery Mire or Turtle Rock, but we have yet to see how that plays out.
HexMage is first to get to Kakariko, and he's probably going to head on down. He has no rupees or bombs.
Yeah, that's going to cost him some. So he's going to go straight down over to the tavern, see if he can get some rupees before he checks anything. We find the flute!
We're going to have an early flute, early swag duck here to start this seed off.
Yeah, that's a very good find. That would give him a lot of travel options very quickly, and he's not going to waste any time. He's going to activate that flute.
Probably one of the earliest flute activations you'll see in a seed. 2 minutes and 25 seconds in.
No kidding. So, ladies and gentlemen, for HexMage, come on, there we go. The goose is loose! And we find a heart container, a piece of heart, big 20, and 5-bomb upgrade in the well. He doesn't have any bombs, so he can't check the back, but hopefully we'll see that soon.
He'll have to come back once he finds bombs. HexMage is doing the same gamble over at Thieves Hideout. He's not going to be able to bomb this unless he finds a bomb in one of these 4 chests.
Indeed. Let's see if he gets lucky here. And we find another heart container. Always good to have some save. There's our triple bombs. There you go. Another heart container. And the single arrow.
Well, in the Botch's event, the bombs were the best item in that of those 4. Well,
indeed,
some people will argue single arrow, but let's be real, guys. It's the bombs.
And 10 arrows in the back chest, unfortunately, so that didn't pay off. But he has another one. He can go right back to the well. We find Code Red in the Chicken Shack.
Shout out to DududeDude for getting that chicken clip as well.
Very nicely done. And indeed, HexMage going right back over to the well. He's going to check that out and see what that's hiding. And yep, there was Crystal 7 in Desert. That was the one I didn't see. So you were correct on that one. All right, let's see what the back of the well has to offer. Is both DududeDude and HexMage both checking in down, and Hahasell right behind him as well. And just a piece of heart.
Again, a lot of health upgrades early on. Already got 6 hearts and a few pieces to go with it.
Yeah, quite the healthy seed we've got going on here. Hopefully the South Shore will give us some more progression. We still have the dam, and we have the mini Moldorm cave, and of course we've got the Ice Rod cave to check over there. So let's see what we find. And of course, since none of our runners have enough money, the bottle vendor is out of the question. You need 100 rupees for that. And in fact, HexMage is going to use his last bomb to head over to the secret shack there in the bottom corner of Kakariko to stock up on some more guaranteed bombs to make sure he's prepped up for the later areas.
So HexMage is pretty close to getting the 20 rupees, the 100 rupees needed for the bottle vendor. Not quite there yet. He needs to find 8 more.
Yep. And Blackjac actually pretty close as well. He's got about 97, I believe. So he could check it very shortly as well. But HexMage is now going to go check the chicken shack, and we're going to turn in our bottle, and we find another heart container from the sick kid. Also, thank you to Dutch One High for the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate the support.
And the other 3 runners are going to go get their flute now, and they'll probably go up and activate it before starting to use it to fly all over Hyrule and get to places a lot quicker than you thought you would this early in the game.
Indeed, as we hear the link to the past national anthem there on Hahasell's side. This will actually save him a little bit of time, because normally once you finish Kakariko, you would just save and quit to go to the South Shore, but with the flute, you could just fly right there. And HexMage now going to check the library. Will we see a boots required seat here? And we find just $5, so nope. At least not yet. We still have Desert Palace to worry about, since it is a crystal dungeon. But let's take a look over the maze race. And, ooh, heart container. He's not going to go for it, but that would be tempting. A full heart container is a little more tempting. If this was a less healthy seed, they might have considered it.
Yeah, I think the race game is a little too far out of the way to risk all the time to get a heart container. Now we're risking a little bit of route divergence here. Hahasell going into the dam. HexMage going over to Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, you might be doing the escape. We got a 5-arrow upgrade in the dam chest.
DududeDude is just gambling on the item. He might go grab this since he's already here, let's say.
Yeah, that seems to be the likely possibility. HexMage's going to head over to Uncle, and then he's probably going to head into the dungeon area to check out what's in Zelda's treasure chest and a few other places. Let's see what the dam's been bearing. Let's see what got sogged up over there. Ooh, silvers!
I mean, if the silvers are wet, do they still work? I'm assuming they do.
I would guess so. I mean, they're silver, so, you know, it's not like they're made of wood, so they wouldn't get soaked.
Hahasell
having those silver. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Hahasell taking a slight lead when among the group runners going this route, because he's in the first of being into Mini Moldworm Cave. 5 items in here.
Oh, yeah. And if there's ever a place to find early progression items, it would be the Mini Moldworm Cave. I've seen this place pay off a lot of times, but not always, so nothing's guaranteed. Meanwhile, HexMage is indeed heading to the dungeon area of escape. But let's see what the Mini Moldworm Cave has. We have Heart Container, the single rupee, 5-bomb upgrade, another 5-bomb upgrade, and a big 20, so nothing there. And thank you to Dog D93 for the $4.99 resub. Appreciate the continued support, my friend. Now, Hahasell opting not to go to the Ice Shard Cave. He's going to work back. He's going to run the dungeon area of escape now, where HexMage is now. Did not see what HexMage got in that first chest, but it might not have been anything of importance.
Oh, Blackjac, I believe he fluted up to Death Mountain and he's rescuing the old man in the dark right now.
Oh, wow. That's a very odd divergence there. But then again, you know, we haven't seen much in Escape, so he might be making the right call here. And there's the map for HexMage. So we know that's not going to be anywhere else in the map, so that's going to leave only this. And he already got the small key. Oh, no, that's the other one he needs. No, he still hasn't found that yet. So all that's left is the small key to look for. And we get big 20 from the old man. Also, thank you Forever Psychotic for the $4.99 sub. And there was a single rupee in that first chest. That's what we missed.
So both single rupees found already.
Yeah, that was quick.
And you see the power of the fire rod taking out the guard. Usually takes 8 sword slashes. Here we get the fire rod, and we find a shovel.
Shovel. Okay, so that's hashtag fetch quest. Also, thank you to Togon96 for the Twitch Prime resub. And we've got a V-Torp on Spectacle Rock. What's in Spectacle Rock Cave? Heart, just a piece of heart.
Let's see where these runners go now. Looks like they're gonna head. I would guess head over to Easter if they haven't done anything else yet.
Yeah, there's only 3 spots we have left at this point is Eastern Palace, along with Sir Hassell's Closet, the Ice Rod Cave, and Agnes Cave. Those are the 3 big ones. And I'm starting to get a little worried here. We have found no hammer, no gloves, and no moon pearl. The odds of an Aghanim seed is starting to rise very, very quickly right now. We have found none of those items.
Yeah, especially if we find Master Sword or the Cape somewhere soon.
Yeah, then it's almost certain. And Blackjac opting not to check Sir Hassell. He's going right for Eastern.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, without the bow, it's not like he can check much. He can check the chest, but that's about as much as he can do. And Hahasell, I think, took a death warp there.
Death warp right after Zella's chest.
Makes sense.
So he's going to go to the back and get this one chest in the back in the dark.
And if it's the small key, he could take it all the way back to the back end of Escape and check those 3 chests back there. He does have the bomb for it.
Yeah, and you have fire rods, so you light torches to see your way if you need to.
Indeed. Blackjac now making his way into Eastern Palace. There are 4 chests they can check in Eastern Palace, if I have got my count correctly. 1, 2, 3. No, 5.
Well, but one is going to be, we know, the big key, which opens up another one. So that's kind of like 4.
Yeah.
There's 3 items.
5 chests.
3 items in Eastern
3 items.
You're guaranteed at least 2 of them. And no hammer.
Ooh, hammer!
That's
So we have the hammer now. Yeah, that's one piece of the puzzle. They need the gloves and the moon pearl to be able to get Dark World access. So it's still possible, but the odds are starting to slim a little bit. Let's see. I get the feeling that Eastern Palace is the play to make because that's where all the items are hiding. But HexMage is now checking the Ice Rod Cave. Could that be hiding the item we're looking for? Because nobody's checked that yet. Oh, yeah, there's also the dig spot. We have the shovel now. And, ooh, big 300 there. There's the money they've been looking for. I did not see what Blackjac just picked up. All right, Hahasell checking the dig spot now. Finds a piece of heart. And HexMage is heading over to Agnes Cave, it looks like. Piece of heart on the desert ledge. Okay, chat confirming it was the big key that they found so far in Eastern Palace. That was the other chest we missed, which is good. They need that. All right, so HexMage now going to check Agnes Cave. Going to be seeing a lot of new items here because Hahasell's also heading to Eastern here. He's probably going to check Sir Hassell. Piece of heart from the Agnes Cave. Mirror for Blackjac.
Eastern Palace having the goods, hammer and mirror.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, here's the Hahasell check.
Yeah, and the big chest. But let's see, we've got 10 arrows, Master Sword, and flippers.
So flippers opens up a lot of spots. It opens up the 3 areas in the northeast, Zora and the Waterfall Ferry, and it opens up the Hobo.
Indeed. We also found the map in Eastern Palace on Blackjac's side, so that did not pay off for him. He's still got 1 chest left to check, though. This is going to be a sequence break since you're supposed to have the lamp for this area, and we have not found that yet. However, with the flippers opening up a lot of areas, it's very possible we could find that lamp before too long.
I just want to point out how rude the logic would be if the flippers were blocking the lamp, because that would be logically a required double dip in Eastern Palace. Possibly triple dip.
No, because the flippers are in Sir Hassell's closet, so you wouldn't need to go into Eastern.
That's right. I forgot of that.
All right, so 5 big key chests now for Blackjac. HexMage now going to head into Sir Hassell, get his Master Sword and flippers. He's going to be very happy with that discovery. And it looks like Blackjac's going to do things the hard way. He's going to kill all the enemies and just open up that switch the hard way. Hahasell floating across Lake Hyla. What's on the island? Just a big 20. And big 20 for Blackjac. That's the end of his trip. But thankfully now he has the mirror. He can just warp right on out of there.
Yep, you got all the items already, so you don't need... you only have to come back here for the crystal.
Exactly.
At least you don't have to worry about in the back of your mind, oh, there might be an item on Almost Nights. There's not going to be an item on Almost Nights.
No, but he's going to have to do it anyway because, like I said, it's going to be the crystal. We have the hobo here. He's giving up triple bombs. Fortunately, none of our runners have enough money for Zora just yet, but we might find something here. Hahasell is going to probably head over to the Zora area. We do have the Waterfall of Wishing and the Zora Ledge both accessible, so we might find something there.
So Blackjac talked to Hahasell and got the information that the green pendant is Misery Mire.
Oh, that's a tease. That is a big tease.
Now, another thing to consider now, with the flute and the hammer and the mirror, we now have access to all of the east side of the Light World Death Mountain.
Indeed. And triple bombs and big 20 in the Waterfall of Wishing. Not quite enough for Zora on Hahasell's side. He's one of the ones that's closest right now to Zora. Let's see what the Zora Ledge has for him. Just a piece of heart. He's not going to opt for that.
DududeDude going into Eastern, which we know is the absolutely correct play.
Oh, yeah. You kind of have to go in here for the hammer and the mirror, so he's definitely going to be happy to pick those up along the way. So the question is, what do our runners do now? I think we're, the Eastern Death Mountain in general is the right call because there's just so many items there. I mean, you've got at minimum 8 items total that we haven't checked yet with both the Paradox Cave and the Spiral Cave in play. And Paradox Cave has become the new hype cave for me because even the current versions of the Logic, that place has been a treasure trove for progression items, and we have a lot we could find there. So it's a very good possibility we'll find something there.
Also, you have Tower of Hera up there. Even though it's a pendant, you got 2 items in there, and you never know what could be hiding on a pedestal.
Oh, that elusive pedestal. Everyone's favorite location for items because fans love the pedestal.
Apparently, we missed it, but I think that the bottle vendor had the Moon Pearl.
Oh. Did somebody... Well, nobody's picked it up.
I actually think Hahasell picked it up before he went to Death Mountain.
Oh, okay then.
We'll see when they open the menu. Or maybe it was HexMage.
You're saying HexMage has it.
Okay.
We'll see here shortly when he goes to check, when he goes to change from the flute.
Yeah, exactly. Also get to see what the bunny... Oh, we're not going to see what the bunny form is now, unfortunately, of this new sprite.
Nope.
DududeDude. DududeDude's going to go, and he's going to take some money from the back. I like this play.
That's not a bad call. Having that extra money, he wants to get that Zora money ready. Now, bear in mind, he doesn't have the hammer yet, so HexMage may not go... Oh, he is not going to check East Death Mountain. That's a shock.
Well, he can't get to the east side because he doesn't have the hammer yet. You need the hammer to hit the pegs.
And how did he get the mirror? Because he must not have fully went through Eastern Palace. He must have missed the hammer. He shouldn't have the mirror. If he has the mirror, he should have had the hammer by now.
I think maybe he clicked the tracker, clicked the mirror instead of the Moon Pearl.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Something like that. We'll see. But yeah, I don't think he has a mirror just yet. Hahasell gets his hammer.
Yep, that's going to come in handy for him. Yeah, HexMage is now heading into Eastern Palace. He's going to get his hammer and mirror soon. He's going to be very happy with that.
And one of our trackers admitting that he hit the mirror instead of Moon Pearl, because thinking, all these other runners got the mirror ready, you're going to get it soon, and think that the Moon Pearl got picked up at the time that it did. And these runners have to go back to Kakariko to get... I think DududeDude's going to do it right now. Yep, there it is.
Yep, there's the Moon Pearl there for DududeDude, and apparently Blackjac picked it up as well, but I didn't see that. Also, thank you to Thunderwrath for the Twitch Prime sub.
So the only thing we need right now for Death Mount for Dark World access are gloves.
Yep. The only thing we can do is some of Dark Death Mountain, like here, but we can only pair with this. So to get full Dark World access, we need.
Yeah, well, actually, Death Mountain Dark World access, but any kind of gloves gets you the Dark World access.
Well, we'll see what we find here. Blackjac now is going to head into Tower of Hera. Again, Pendant Dungeon, but there are 2 items in here, and if he finds them early enough, that'll pay off big time for him. Let's see what he finds.
Plus, it is an easy dungeon to complete. You have Master Sword, so Moldar's not going to be too much of a problem for you.
No. And there's the compass early on, so he needs to find a key. The next chest has to be either key. Has to be either the big key or the small key. He's hoping for big key here. And it is the big key. So the basement is saved for now. But if we don't find both items up here, we could be seeing a basement run yet.
Now, I'll reiterate again, in case you missed it earlier, with the new V28 logic, the small key for Hera could very well be in the basement.
Yeah, but because at that point, it's not necessary anyway.
And that's really only true for keys that could only possibly lead to other keys. This includes the big key in Skull Woods and in Swamp Palace.
All right, it looks like DududeDude also making the Tower of Hera play. There's a piece of heart, so there's our first item. So it's down to the big chest and Moldworm to determine whether or not we're hitting the basement. Or if we're even finishing the dungeon at all.
Blackjac's going to do this the vanilla way, where you drop down through this hole. This is the way the game intended you to get the Moon Pearl in the original game.
Yep.
A lot of times you see armor runners, if they have the hook shot already, use the hook shot. There's a second item, so...
Yeah, just 5 rupees. He is done. There is no need to go any further because we know that that Moldworm will have either the map or that small key, which would lead to the map, so there's no point in continuing.
The only reason you'll need to kill Moldworm at this point is if the pedestal is required.
But instead, he's going to check East Death Mountain. Like I said, 8 items over here. We have the Spiral Cave and the Paradox Cave.
And
so we can get an early day.
DududeDude is going to take the time to kill Moldworm, just in case. You never know.
It's a small chance. It's easy enough to do that if it ends up being a waste of time, it's not a huge waste of time. So, but Blackjac now going to take the Walk of Shame with a slow route through the Spiral Cave since we do not have Das Boot. All right, so let's see what the Spiral Cave gives us. It is just a 10 bomb upgrade.
DududeDude takes care of Moldworm very easily.
Ooh, DududeDude93 brings up a good question. Since the big key in Swamp Palace is not required, could it be in the big chest?
Yes, the new logic states that the big key for Swamp or for Skullwood, since you don't need the big key to kill the dungeon, they can be there. And I think DududeDude, he miscounted his items because he's going to the basement.
Oh, we have half magic here for Blackjac in the bottom end of the Paradox Cave. And yeah, DududeDude heading to the basement. I don't think he realizes he's got all the items. That is a waste of time right there, if ever there was one. Let's see what the Paradox Cave has for us here. And we find the Bloomerang, piece of heart, powder, 300 rupees, and the Power Gloves!
And we find what we've been looking for. The Power Gloves opens up a lot of Dark World access for us.
Yeah, the Aghanim Seed is... Yeah, Aghanim Seed is pretty much dead. And already the chat is disappointed.
I want to see what DududeDude's reaction is once he finds this map in here. Yeah.
It's got to throw him off his game a bit there, it looks like.
Maybe he thought it was Key Sanity.
Maybe.
Oh, the boots!
Oh! Das Boot on the floating island!
Well, now we know we're going to need the Titan's mitts to get those.
Yep, you need the Titan's mitts, and you're gonna need. Well, no, you don't need the hookshot for that, but it is in the hookshot cave to get to it.
It'd be cruel if like the hookshot was boots blocked.
Oh, that would be very cruel. Nonetheless, we now know where the boots are.
It's so disappointing when you see the boots on a spot that you can't get to.
I know, right? Because this is a speed run. You got to go fast. That's the whole point. And now they can't. So Blackjac going to take the cube from finding the powder. He's going to go check the magic bat.
I checked this first before, heading into the dark world. So just get this area out of the way.
Yeah, it's best to do it now so you don't forget about it later. Because though, you could route in later on once you get the Titan's mitts, you could check that with the blacksmith and everything else. But he's right here. It's already right there on the way. So I don't blame him. Let's see what the Bat Cave gives us today. Oh, someone call Phantom Ryu, because that's gotta be Kane.
Well, that was worth it, I would say.
Yeah, my God, that was a perfect call there by Blackjac.
I mean, that's a spot that all the runners are going to check eventually, but hopefully they don't throw off too much.
Yeah, that is a very big find. I mean, we don't know the state of Turtle Rock just yet, but if they do have to go into Misery Mire, having that will come in handy if the green pendant ends up holding anything.
All right, so now Hahasell, he doesn't have the Moon Pearl yet. The other runners all do. So he's going to check a few other areas looking for this Moon Pearl. Hopefully he doesn't forget about the bottle vendor.
Indeed. Well, he's going to check the back of Escape. We have a big 20, piece of heart, and a small key. So that was kind of pointless, unfortunately. And Blackjac is going to be our first person to head into the Dark World over at the Village of Outcasts in Skullwoods area. And he's going to head over to the village first. He's not going to check Skullwoods just yet.
HexMage, he's going to go to Hype Cave first before heading over to the Village of Outcasts.
Ah, the good old Prince Cave, as I like to call it, since it's... Oh, we have our map check. All right, Crystal 5 at Thieves Town, Crystal 6 at Ice Palace. I did not... and, of course, we know... I did not see what the blue pendant was.
We have Ether in the chess game at Village of Outcasts.
Ooh. Could come in handy since we know if Turtle Rock is not a pendant dungeon, that could be it.
And HexMage is entering Hype Cave.
And chat confirming pendant at Swamp Palace. That's the blue pendant. 50 rupees from the thief in the Prince Cave. We've got big 20, triple bombs, big 20 again, and Titan's mitts.
Do you want to take your little comment back? Because I believe that was hype.
That was some hype. I'll give you some hype.
You need that to complete the game.
Oh, it's definitely good. Hype is when you find more than one. Okay, that's to me is hype.
Okay. It's a required item. Fine.
It's not a trash cave. I'll grant you that. It's not a trash cave.
Right, next we're going to do the Southern Dark World tour. He's going to visit Stumpy and K45 and all the places around here.
Yep. And we got a I think it was a heart container from old Stumpy. We got triple bombs in the Sea House and Village of Outcast.
And apparently Hahasell does have the Moon Pearl, so something our tracker missed out on.
It happens. Even with two trackers, you're having to watch a bunch at once, so it's happened sometimes. I've tracked before. I know how difficult it is.
Yeah, it's very tough. Shout out to our two trackers, Unknown Availability and Residor.
Yep, Residor. We got 50 rupees in the Mirror Cave, or Cave 45, as you called it earlier. And we're going to pay a visit to good old Alec Baldwin over here at the Digging Game. So let's see how many digs we get and what item we get after we get to those digs. Oh, piece of heart. After only 10 digs, not bad.
Yeah, they get the vanilla prize for a below vanilla amount. Well, it's not really vanilla amounts random in the regular game, but below average.
And I think DududeDude is going to be our first person to actually pay off Zora. He has the money. So he's going to see what Zora has and see if that pays off for him, while Blackjac is going to take the other way around. He's eventually going to make his way over to the Prince's Cave and get his Titan's bits. And Chad has already given us our pedestal hype index here. Bow, the coin needed for Misery for Turtle Rock, and the Ice Rod are three of the items. He mentioned the Meyer coin, but right now that's not really that high. We have a bottle from Zora.
So we know where all 4 bottles are, because that's the 3rd one, and the 4th one's going to be on Spectacle Rock,
which some of our runners have already picked up. So yeah, we do have so that's our not a very big pedestal hype, but still very well possible. And HexMage is already going to turn in Jeremiah here. Oh, and he's going to do the peg cave while he's at it as well.
I mean, after finding those Titan's mitts, I'd be thinking about going back to Death Mountain just to get the boots. And I think that's what HexMage does. Is he's not finishing off the hammers just yet.
Yeah, decided to change his mind there.
I might want to run, get those boots, and just fly around the world the rest of the game.
Absolutely. Oh, you forgot. You have to go out and back in before you can get the blacksmith item. What are they working on this time?
Was that a vanilla
tempered sword? Is this even randomized?
Well, to be fair, in this game, it's technically a sword upgrade.
True.
But yeah, that was a vanilla get. And HexMage now going to go to Magic Bat. He's going to get his Cane of Samaria, and he's going to be relieved.
Yeah, he's made the right call here, and yet... No, Hahasell is actually going to go ahead and do the pay cave because he does not know the boots are on the floating island.
And he hasn't been up there at all yet, I don't believe.
And if he has, it hasn't been up there much. No, he had to have been up there. He's got half magic, so he had to have been at least to the Paradox Cave.
Okay, all right.
But just a big 20 there, so not really a big not really a big waste of time. HexMage now, he's going to go ahead and do the pay cave now, but he's also got the purple chest. So he's going to go turn that in later on as well.
I think what HexMage did was do a little glitch where he hammers half of them down, then leaves, comes back, and hammers the other half.
Ah, clever. I didn't know that could be done, so that's a nice trick there. It's not going to pay off for him, but you do what you got to do. And Blackjac, did Blackjac not run the mini Moldorm cave?
No, he went straight to other areas.
Oh, okay. So
I mean, there's nothing in here, but, he has to get it done.
Yeah, you got to do it. HexMage now going to take the purple chest over. We'll see if that has anything, and who knows, maybe he'll route some other stuff into it as well. And we got a piece of heart for HexMage there from the purple chest as Hahasell now gets his cane.
I think HexMage is going to go grab his boots now.
I think you're right on that, my friend. It's not a bad call to make. The sooner you get those boots, the more of a lead you can take there.
The only downside is, again, if someone finds a hook shot and can route it all together soon, but you never know. A hook shot could be buried deep somewhere that just makes it faster just to go out of your way just to get the boots, and that one item that you can get after getting the boots.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, the hook shot could be on the Desert Torch.
Yeah, if the boots are required to get to the hook shot, you had to make this trick anyway. You can also check other areas of Death Mountain while you're here. You can check Super Bunny Cave. You can see what's on the see what the Turtle Rock entrance is, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Hahasell gets his ether from the chess game. I believe Blackjac has it as well, just the tracker has not shown it just yet. Hahasell's going to go dip into Thieves Town.
Ah, not a bad play to make. We'll see what he finds anything there. 50 rupees to start off. Not bad.
Well, I was going to say, is Blackjac going to Ice Palace now? But I don't think he's going to do it just yet. I think he's going to do...
No.
He hasn't done any of this yet.
No. Ice Palace wouldn't be a bad play to make. They've got the Fire Rod. They've got half magic. They've got the hammer. They've got everything they need except for the hook shot. And even then, the hook shot's only needed for like one small area.
HexMage just found out that Quake is needed to enter Turtle Rock.
Ooh, they have not found that coin yet, so that's up in the air. Where is Quake hiding? HexMage now heading over to the Super Bunny Cave. Let's see what he finds in here. Blue Tunic, that's not bad. And a 5-arrow upgrade.
A vanilla big key over in Thieves Town for Hahasell.
Not a surprise there. You're guaranteed to find the big key in one of those first 4 chests, but he hasn't found anything else of significance from what it seems.
Looks like DududeDude is going to in a race with HexMage as he gets the boots first. Blackjac are going to finish off doing the rest of the light world stuff that he hasn't done just yet.
Indeed. And actually, DududeDude, he is already in the floating island. He's getting his boots first.
Yeah, DududeDude and HexMage both getting him around the same time here.
Yep. What are those? Das Boot.
Now we're going to check this one chest that you could get to with the boots. Or if you're aiming to get all of them, but, you know. As you saw in the ALTTP race.
Oh, God, I saw that, yeah. Just a piece of heart there, unfortunately. So it didn't quite pay off, but still. You can check it, check it. All right, HexMage heading back over to Kakariko. He's probably going to be heading over to Village of Outcast now, or Skull Woods, whichever.
Yeah, having the boots will help out DududeDude and HexMage a lot when traversing through some of these dungeons. Like Hahasell's going through Thieves Town right now. Without the boots, it's much faster, obviously, with the boots. Everything's much faster with the boots. But especially some of these dungeons.
Absolutely. HexMage now heading into the chest game now. He's going to get his ether coin. There we go.
And DududeDude looks like he's going to go to Spike Cave.
Yeah, I was just going to comment on that. That's an interesting play there. He's hoping to find a fairy first, but he couldn't find nothing.
Hahasell, you forgot someone.
Hahasell, what are you doing?
You forgot the girl.
What?
I have no idea.
Did he forget a chest or something? What is he doing? There's no reason to skip the maiden. What are you doing?
He
just realized he forgot.
Oh, God.
Oh, he's probably feeling embarrassed right about now. Oh, my God.
It's a bold strategy, Con. Let's see if it pays off.
Oh, the chat's like the lulls in the chat. Yeah.
You don't go all the way around again. You just take that little way up and go back and get her and bring her over.
Yeah. Also, I agree with Mouse Stick. Somebody clip that, please.
Poor Hahasell.
Yeah. Also, Blackjac now, he's heading into Skull Woods. Gonna see, he finds the big key early. That's not bad, but he's gonna have to take the long way around now.
I don't know. Did Hahasell also open a big chest, or did he forget about that too?
I don't know. Oh, no, he didn't get to that yet.
Well, he's skipping it again.
Oh, that is a big mistake to make there, because if that big chest has any items in it, he's gonna regret it.
Maybe he's counted the items. I'm not sure.
Maybe. I think there's, what, 4 items here in Thieves Town?
There's 2 in the front side with the swanky and the big key. Didn't see what was up top. Didn't see what I missed out what was in the other area. So we'll see what's going on the other screens.
Chat's saying that it's most likely just map and compass left, so he probably has been counting his items. Got a big 20 there for Blackjac.
Hahasell redeeming himself with a very nice blind fight.
Indeed, there's the compass as we suspected. But he gets our first crystal of this race 40 minutes in.
Yeah, this seed wasn't very kind to them in the early game. Was in regards to dungeons, really. Having you have to go a lot of places just to get things you need.
No, absolutely not. But now we're starting to see the seed come together. Blackjac now got to check the big chest in Skull Woods. Let's see if he finds anything there. There's 2 items in Skull Woods we can find, and that is not one of them. That's the big key, or small key, I should say.
So Hahasell's going to go up to Skullwoods now. Again, with the Fire Rod, Skullwoods is 100% completable.
Indeed, not a bad call to make. You know, and it is a crystal dungeon. The only thing I'm hoping for is that we find the Book of Medora here in this last chest.
Oh, sure.
Because you know what that means. If you got the Book of Medora at this point, you know
RNG.
what you're doing.
That is still hype.
Mm-hmm. I'm not counting on it, but I'm hoping for it. We've got 3 chests left to check. Or 3 places left to check. There's 2 chests, and of course, Matthew himself. We've already found one of the items. There's the other small key.
And yes, the item we missed was the mushroom. So, so the map is definitely hiding in the big chest. You don't need to get it.
That is definitely what's left.
HexMage realized this, so he's going up. I think that's a change also in V28 because before V28, small key, the only item that could be in that chest next to the maiden. No, I'm not sure.
No, small key's been in another chest before.
No. There's something changed with the logic where, like, I don't think I've ever seen the last 2 items be map compass. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Maybe.
No, I've seen that plenty of times in V27.
Okay. All right, so the only change is that the small key can be in the big chest in this version.
Yep.
But of course, it's on the first 4.
Yep. All right, so Blackjac was debating if both him and Hahasell are going to head up to Mothula now. Oh, no, actually, Blackjac, he's going to go ahead and check the chest first.
Okay, have we seen any items here in the Skullwoods?
We've seen 1. Because I know we saw 1 item there. I think it was a big 20. But everything else has been keys. Nature League getting bunny beamed on Hahasell's side.
Yeah, that's always one of my favorite bunny beans.
It is. All right, and just the compass, so that means Mothula may potentially have the item. Hahasell's going to find that out shortly as he takes on Mothula here. He's got his temperate sword, thankfully, so it won't be too bad. You just got to be careful because if you hit him into those spikes, the spikes will negate any damage done to him. So even if you hit him, if he hits the spikes, your damage is negated. You want to kind of keep him closer to the center. But he does a really good job there. Very clean fight. And just a big 20. But he gets his second crystal out of that, so that's certainly not bad at all.
Yeah, Skullwood's not delivering the items that usually does deliver, but hey, you needed to kill to get a crystal anyway, so it's not a huge loss.
Nope. Well, without the book, we can't check the pedestal just yet, so we're going to be skipping that for now.
I think Hahasell's making the play. I think you have to make it at this point. That's Ice Palace.
I think so. Yeah, that seems to be where he's going.
The only place the only place you can really go to other than this is like desert and Checkmire area.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of overworld spots. They have the Mirrors and the Titans of it, so they could check the graveyard area.
Yeah, but I like gambling into Ice Palace early because if there's something big in here, you can take a huge lead.
Yeah, plus he doesn't have the boot, so you couldn't check the King's Tomb, where DududeDude and HexMage actually could check that. So they may consider routing that in later.
Another thing is that without the hook shots, it's going to be really interesting to route Ice Palace, though.
That's true. They're going to have to take a very long way around to get some of those chests and do some sequence breaking there. All right, let's see what Ice Palace is delivering us right off the gate. There's the map early on. And Blackjac now taking on Mothula. He's the only one that does not have Tempered Sword here, so he's going to be taking on Mothula with just the Master Sword.
He used both his bottles to refill his health and his magic, so he can use the Fire Rod again and gets it done.
And DududeDude now, he's over the magic back. He's going to pick up his big red cane. He's the last one to get that.
Having a Cane of Samaria is really nice for Ice Palace because if you're not like proficient enough at the Ice Palace bomb jump, you can use the Cane of Samaria to still cut a lot of time out of doing the dungeon.
Very true. Plus, you've also got the you know, you don't have to worry about pushing that block down onto the switch because you can just use the cane to activate it. Which, trust me, is growing up when I was playing the vanilla game, that always stumped me. I hated that. I hated Ice Palace for that very reason. It looks like Hahasell is going to take the long way around. He is not going to do the Ice Palace bump. Oh, no, he is. He set it up. My bad. I had my switches backwards.
Dude, he got the purple chest, but he's going to go check. I think he might lose the purple chest here. I'm not sure how that works, but anyway, he's turning in the mushroom here.
No, he didn't lose. Well, he might lose when he comes. No. And just a big 20 for the mushroom.
Blackjac just killed his Mothula, just refilled his bottles. Now, let's see what his next play is going to be. Probably back to the Dark World.
Most likely. There's not much left to do in the Light World, to be honest. So right now, most of the action is pretty much happening on Hahasell's side. He's the only one who's doing something new here. We're going through Ice Palace. So we're going to be watching him pretty intently to see what he finds. Ooh, Fisher Price Shield, not bad.
But not good.
Not great.
Hey, I like my shields.
Okay, and of course, he's just going the long way around to get back up here because he's still got a few items left to check. Trying to powder that fairy, the anti-fairy there to get an actual fairy back. Cost him a little bit of magic, but not too much. HexMage now finishing off Mothula on his end, gonna get his second crystal. All right, let's see what Hahasell finds here.
You have the infamous iced tea room.
Yeesh, hate that room.
And we find the Ice Rod.
Ice Rod in the Ice Palace, perfect.
And that's the one chest that a lot of people don't really get to because of the way you route, especially without the hook shot. So having to find that, everyone's going to get it because everyone's going to have to complete Ice Palace anyway, but that's a huge weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, the Ice Rod is one of the most notorious items in the randomizer because it could, if it's required like it is here, it could be in any location except for Ganon's Tower and on Trinex itself, but all of Turtle Rock is still a possibility. So, and of course that includes the pedestal. So all of those options, you don't want to have to have that item troll you. So that worked out really well for him. Okay, now I don't know if Hahasell checked all of the chests. I think he still left a few behind.
HexMage discovers that Quake is on Bumper Cave.
And that's so Cape is out. Now Cape is in the necessary logic. It's now added to the pedestal hype index since you need the Cape to get to the Quake medallion, which is required for Total Rock.
That is very interesting. So Cape is now in play as a required item.
Oh, that is interesting. And HexMage finding Big 20 in the Bonk Cave.
Oh no!
So taking a death on Cold Stare. That is one of the worst places to take a death because you have to navigate almost the entire dungeon over again just to get back to him. That is a huge time loss for Hahasell.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Cold Stare, very tough boss. Give him 2 hearts of damage because of the green tunic.
Yep. He's going to wish he could check the Super Bunny cave to get the blue tunic. We have a piece of heart in the graveyard cave on HexMage's side.
Yeah, if you watch the HGTQ run, you're never going to skip that cave anymore.
I did, yeah. That was a big one. And he's also going to check the graveyard cave now. Or the King's Tomb, I should say. Why did I say graveyard? Yeah, I said graveyard cave, but King's Tomb. And there's another big 20 in the King's Tomb.
All right, so we're still looking for the bow. We're still looking for the hook shot. We're looking for the cape, which will lead us to the quake. And we are looking for the lamp, kinda.
Kinda, yeah. It's not required, but, you know, at this point, by the logic it is.
Yeah, we've already seen these guys do a couple dark rooms. Now, the dark rooms they did were some of the easier ones. They did Old Man Cave, and they did Eastern Palace.
You know, I just realized there's a couple of Dark World areas they haven't checked yet because they haven't been to the east side of Dark World. They still have Pyramid, Catfish, and of course, Pod to check. So any one of those places could have items.
Yeah, but you really want to hope to not have to go in there just to get, like... All right, here we go. You guys know I like to do this. So what if the bow is in T-Rock, but the cape is in Pod?
Oh, you evil man.
Yeah, I'm an evil man.
Real Nightwolf Ice Rod is in Ice Palace.
Sitting in the infamous Ice Tea Room, the one chest that is most forgotten in the Ice Palace. So, I mean, I'm sure these runners will get to it eventually, but they might wait till after the hook shot, and if the hook shot is in Turtle Rock, Alright, DududeDude checking some of the bonk rocks and stuff. I think we've already seen some of these places already. Nothing too good in here. And the cape is required because the Quake medallion sits atop Bumper Cave, which you need the cape to get, and Quake opens up Turtle Rock.
Yep. So we have our chain quest. Now the question is, how big of a chain is it?
Well, HexMage is going to be the first to enter the Mire area. We haven't seen this yet, and it's going to be interesting. There's 3 items in here right away. 2 in the side cave, 1 in Checkerboard Cave.
Yep.
Let's see what.
You can also see it's Bombos for Mire. So if Mire is required, we still don't have that medallion yet.
Remember, Bombos, Mire is the green pendant, so hey, you never know.
I've seen weirder things happen here in these races, but let's see what the Mire Shack holds for us. We've got 10 arrows, and there's the cape!
Now, I don't know if HexMage was the one to... HexMage was the one to check the bumper ledge along with DududeDude, so he knows that cape was 100% required.
Hahasell now having much better luck here with Cold Stare on round 2. Finishes him off. And got a 5-arrow upgrade there in the Checkerboard Cave. Small key for Cold Stare, and that is crystal number 3.
The small key on Cold Stare confirms that the logic wanted you to have Kena Samaria before coming in here. Now he can use that small key to go back if he wants to take the long way around to get to the right side of Ice Palace, which he did not get to.
No, but it is, he's counting on there nothing being there. And HexMage now checking out Desert Palace.
Yep, this is a crystal. Get it done. 2 easy items, so... no.
Plus he has everything he needs to do it, and there's a small key on the torch ledge, which he has the boots for.
Yep, confirming boots required seed, but then again, the boots are pretty easy to get in the seed.
Yep, that pays off for him, so he'll be able to check the right side of Desert Palace there, its items. But first, let's check this chest up here.
Speaking of boots, I believe Hahasell's going up that way to get his now.
Big 20 for HexMage. As Blackjac now gets his crystal in Thieves Town. DududeDude now got his cape over in the Mire Shack. And there's the big key for Desert Palace. Still looking for items there. Triple bombs for HexMage. He's going to warp back to the other entrance. He's not going to check the big chest. Well, then again, he's already found both items. So, yeah, he's clear. He knows there's nothing in the big chest, so he's going right to Land Molus.
Blackjac's about to get his information of Quake on Bumper Ledge. And I believe all these runners have seen that Quake is needed to enter Turtle Rock at this point.
Most likely. If not, Hahasell's about to find out.
And he went to check to see if he had it or not. He does not. He doesn't know where it is yet. He's the only one of our runners that doesn't know where it is yet. He's about to get his boots though.
Yep. Which will come in handy. Now, a lot of the chat's still bringing up Sir Hahasell. We still don't know what he potentially has. So that could still come into play. We still don't have... There's still a few items that he could be holding.
Well, all we need to access the Hahasell's green pendant is the Bombus Medallion. We have everything else we need to complete Misery Mire.
That's very true. We have the cane. We have the boots.
And we don't have the lamp.
That's true.
And that's
one of the tougher dark rooms.
HexMage gets his third crystal from Land Molus.
So that's crystal number 3 for HexMage.
And the only other dungeon he can complete fully with what he has now is Ice Palace, which, again, we know only has the Ice Rod. So after that, the next dungeon after Ice Palace is Turtle Rock. Solely because, think of it this way, you can't complete the other two. Was it 2, 3?
Yeah, we got 2 left. The 3 dungeons that are other than Turtle Rock all require either the bow or the hook shot.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to.
Which means, once he finds that Ice Rod, Turtle Rock's the play to make. It's going to have something. Unless, of course, Misery Mire has something. In which case, we'll probably find Bombos in Turtle Rock.
Ooh. DududeDude with a very nice Land Molus fight. Gets his third crystal. Only second. No, third. That's right.
Yep, third.
Blackjac gets his cape. Yeah, he knows Quake's on the ledge. The only one that doesn't know the Quake's on the ledge right now is Hahasell.
True, but yeah, and Hahasell, ironically, is the only person who once going into Turtle Rock could full clear it.
Yeah, because he's got the Ice Rod. He can take care of Trinex.
And chat pointing out, yeah, with the way the logic tends to be, pendant dungeons usually do have something, so there's a good chance we might be seeing a Misery Mire play at some point.
Yeah, but if I'm racing in this seed, I'm doing Turtle Rock before going into Misery Mire, solely because Turtle Rock's crystal and has more items.
Yeah. Misery Mire only has, 2 items, I believe? Yeah. So, yeah, not much worth going in there unless you've checked everywhere else. And Turtle Rock being a much more viable solution with 5 chests, 5 items in it.
Hahasell's going to get his cape, but he doesn't realize the cape is required for the seed just yet.
No, but once he checks that, he'll realize that he's going to be glad he had that early.
Yes. So all 4 of our runners doing things the other one's done, but with the case of DududeDude and HexMage, I think they're a little bit ahead solely because this is their 4th crystal, and they know they need to get it. Let's see if either one of them can take the long way to get to the right side. I'm not sure. I think we only found 2 items when Hahasell was in here.
Perhaps. DududeDude not doing the Ice Palace bomb jump. He's guaranteed to go a long way around here, so that's going to work out for him.
Yeah. he has a canister Mario, so he's not going to bother wasting time if he doesn't need to. He's looking for items anyway.
Exactly. And the question is there anything on that right side? If there is, that's going to be and that's going to be a big loss for Hahasell since he will have to double dip.
I forgot the shield was in here, so I think that there's no other items in here. I think we saw the shield, the ice rod, and some bombs.
Ah, so then maybe there's no reason to check that. That's why he didn't check it, because he knew he got everything.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see again, recount, just to be sure. We know for sure that the shield and the ice rod are here. Let's see if DududeDude does his bomb jump. It looks like he's going to go for it.
This is probably one of the trickier bomb jumps to do, but he gets it first try. Nicely done.
Yeah, he didn't finish second in the secondary tournament for nothing, guys. So this is the area that Hahasell did not check. 3 items over here. Well, HexMage getting his ice rod.
Very nicely done there. There's the compass. There's the big key.
Ooh, that is true. So if you wanted to kill Cold Stare without the hook shot, you'd need to take the very long way around just to get that big key or do the Ice Palace bomb jump. Alright, so the right side just had big key, small key.
And I know the map was the first item, so there is still one more item unaccounted for.
Yeah, and that's in the big chest.
Ooh.
Unless it's a key. It could be a key.
Possible, but we'll see. Yeah, because all dungeon items are accounted for.
There's 3 keys in Ice Palace.
Oh, we're about to find out here shortly. What's in the big chest? Just triple bombs. Okay, so Hahasell did make the right call.
And DududeDude realizing there's one more item left, and he's going to be very happy once he finds it, because he's heading that direction now.
Very nice, clean fight there from Hahasell, and Blackjac now making his way over to Ice Palace now.
Yep, logically it makes sense, and I'm pretty sure the Ice Rod will tell these guys that Turtle Rock might be on the horizon. So they'll probably run the Quake Medallion and head up there.
Sounds like the right play to me. So now we have officially reached the troll portion of these races, where there's that one item that just trolls the living daylights out of these guys, and like they take forever before finding any major progression. That's where we're at this point. This isn't. So we'll see how long it takes.
I'm going to make a slightly bold prediction. I think the lamp is going to be in Turtle Rock.
Well, we have to have more than just a lamp. Lamp and bombos.
So, no, I'm saying that because you need the lamp, logically, to get through the maze room in Turtle Rock.
Ah, fair point.
So there's a bunch of chests before the maze room, before the laser bridge and all that, and you need the lamp to access all that. So I think the way that this race has panned out so far, the lamp's going to be in Turtle Rock. However, Hahasell, he's grabbing the big bomb.
Ah, Pyramid Fairy. We haven't checked that yet.
We haven't checked the pyramid at all either.
No, we have not checked Eastern Dark World at all. This is a potentially big play here for Hahasell. If he finds any of those items on this side, this could be huge.
Yeah, the Pyramid Fairy crystals this time were a Skull and Thieves, which were 2 easy to beat dungeons. Especially with the Fire Rod being in the first chest.
Yeah. So there's 4 potential items on this direction, because we've got the Pyramid Fairy, and Catfish.
Yep, all before even diving into Pod, which again, Pod could be open to these guys, even without the bow even without the bow. So we'll see.
Triple bombs on the pyramid itself. Not much there. Let's see what the Pyramid Fairy has. We've got big 20 and a piece of heart, so not much paying off there, but there is still the Catfish.
Yeah, I think that's going to be his next area, and if he doesn't find it there, well, he doesn't know yet that Quake is on the bumper ledge. If he finds out that information, though, he'll realize real quick that he should be going right to Turtle Rock. Well, DududeDude looks like he's going to also probably do the pyramid now.
I think they're trying to put off doing Turtle Rock as much as they can until they know they have everything else. Because Turtle Rock is one of those dungeons you want to try to save for last if you can help it, because of how easy it is to go from there straight to Ganon's Tower. But the logic is not going to allow them to do that at this point.
From
Unless
what it looks like, unless for some reason like both the bow and the hook shot are sitting in like a pod.
Yeah. Let's see what the Catfish has for us here today. Just 50 rupees.
So I believe we got to go either to Turtle Rock or to gamble either Swamp or Pod having an item kind of needed to beat the dungeon. Like Hookshot could be in its vanilla location at this point, which would be absolutely trolly, obviously.
I've always said the trolliest thing a randomizer can do is to put an item in its vanilla location here. So we'll see how that plays out.
Of course, the bow could be in Pod, and that's just as trolly. And nice cold stare fight for HexMage. He gets his 4th crystal.
Indeed. Surprisingly, I just checked the SRL channel. We still have not had any forfeits yet in this race. Normally by now we would have seen at least 1 or 2, but everyone is still running hard on this one.
Yeah, this seat hasn't been like too terrible. There's a lot of places left to check. So I don't. The only thing really that could have been throwing these guys off a little bit, like early on, maybe that Candace Maria, but you don't need it yet at this point, based on how you're rolling.
Not yet. We'll see how that continues to play out.
Blackjac trying this bomb jump. It's a little tough, and he's just going to say, you know what? Never mind.
He doesn't. We know he doesn't need to go that way, so that really won't hurt him too badly. Though starting the dungeon over again is going to cost him some time. Okay, Hahasell most likely now heading over to the Bumper Cave. That's going to be a good play for him.
Again, he doesn't have the information yet, but he will very soon. He's going to like what he sees, I think. I don't think he's going to like it because then he's going to know, oh no, I have to go there, don't I?
Well, at least it's a crystal dungeon, so he knew he was going to have to go here eventually.
Yeah, well, I don't think he knew yet that Quake was on there. So he was like,
oh, wait, I need
that.
Now, here's the funny part. The 2 items that are remaining, only one of them can be on the pedestal, because the hookshot can't be there since Swamp Palace is a pendant dungeon. But the bow is still in play.
So that brings up another thing. The hookshot technically can be in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, that's very true. The hookshot could be in Ganon's Tower since at least before Moldorm 2. Which is pretty much all but the last chest.
Unless your name's Andy. Then you might not need the hookshot at all.
No, he doesn't. Anyone who watched the GDQ race knows exactly what we're talking about. He's rather infamous for doing the hover strats. Okay, DududeDude now picking up his Quake Medallion. I get the feeling DududeDude might be our first runner to make it up to Turtle Rock.
Let's see, Hahasell might beat him up there, because I think Hahasell's done checking the areas around here, and I think he's going to commit to one of these dungeons now. And yes, he is going to Death Mountain. I believe we're making the Turtle Rock play, guys.
This is it.
And DududeDude right on Hahasell's heels.
And some of our runners did not realize you do not require the hook shot for Bumper Cave. You can actually hug against the back wall there and avoid that hole.
Yeah, a lot of runners that don't know exactly some of the tricks that you can do. Yeah, a lot of people think that you need the hook shot to get through there, but you actually do not. Hook shot could very well be on that ledge, so that proved it. Blackjac, the last runner, he's finally made it to the right side. He's gonna get his ice rod.
All right, so it looks like Hahasell is going to be our first winner to make it into Turtle Rock. So let's see what he finds.
There's one small thing to consider when you go into Turtle Rock. Again, they don't have the lamp yet. I think the lamp's going to be in here personally. And when you go through the right side of the first floor, you can't do the old hookshot trick to save time. You have to go the long way. Let's hope these runners remember that.
Indeed. Yeah, you have to do a little bit of a different route on that platform to compensate for not having the hook shot. But let's see what we find here as we start things out. We're gonna head to the spike room first. And just a piece of heart, but that gives him a health upgrade and a refill, so that works out for him. Now DududeDude gonna follow suit. He's now entering Turtle Rock. Yep, and looks like Hahasell does remember that he does not have the hook shot. He's taking the long way around. Lights those torches up. There's just enough time to get in there. All right. So let's see what we've got in the roller room. And big key and small key.
Well, we knew there was going to be a small key there. You need the small key to progress, but getting that big key early, get out of the way.
Yep, he's gonna have to full clear this dungeon, so now he can check that big chest on the way. So that saves him a little bit of time. Small key from the pokey there that you need, and of course the infamous chain shop room.
Yeah, these guys hit hard. 4 hearts of damage with the blue tunic. Good luck.
Yeah, he's trying to be very careful, but these chain chomps are not playing nice. He needs to avoid taking any more damage from these guys. One more hit and he's dead.
Oh, man.
Oh, that chain chomp's guarding the chest. Ooh, that was close. That was very close.
Oh,
Gets the small key. Oh, God, I'm feeling clutch. Then he makes it through.
Wow, that was stressful.
Woo, that was a nail biter.
Dude in the same room. He has a lot more health though, so he's going to be a little more liberal about it.
Yeah. And Blackjac is heading to. It looks like he's going to Swamp.
Now, this could pay off big if the bow or the hook shots in vanilla, like if the hook shots vanilla, or if bow could be hiding in here somewhere.
Indeed, but because it is a pendant dungeon, this is, no matter how you look at it, this is a gamble here.
And one thing to note, Blackjac, for whatever reason, he did not complete Ice Palace. He got the ice rod from it, but didn't complete the dungeon.
Ooh, that's gonna cost him time. HexMage now heading into Spike Cave. Small key from that one chest and then Turtle Rock. Let's see what Blackjac finds here. Just 300 rupees.
Again, the small key being there is, I think that's new to this V28 logic. I'm not 100% sure because it's like using a key to get to one item that's a key, but that could be one of those things that's new.
Yep. Now it's time for him to head over to the Mimic Cave. Another one of those notoriously trolly locations, especially if you don't have the mirror, which thankfully our runners do, so this won't be too bad for them.
DududeDude catching up, making a little bit of progress here in Turtle Rock. Only behind them by 1 screen.
Yeah, this race is getting intense on these guys' side.
HexMage is on his way to Turtle Rock himself.
All right, what do we have in the Mimic Cave? Just a piece of heart. Blackjac's still not finding anything in Swamp Palace just yet. But he's going to head over to the left side swamp and see what he finds over there. And we've got 50 bucks in the big chest.
Someone in chat wanted to get really trolly, saying put Bombos in Gannis Tower and Hookshot Misery Mire. That's rough.
That is evil.
All right, this should be the lamp. Yep, it's a lamp.
Good call.
I kind of had to be there, I think.
Yep. Nonetheless, we have our lamp now. But because of this, we now are guaranteed to have to check Laser Bridge because you need the small key. There's going to be at least 1 small key on Laser Bridge. But the question is, what else is waiting there? We still need the hook shot. We still need the bow.
Uh-oh, I think HexMage is doing the, he doesn't have the hook shot, and he's going to realize he made a slight mistake here.
All right, speaking of Laser Bridge. Oh, got to be careful there. He's going to use his cape to buy himself some time. There's 50 rupees to start off. Second item, compass. Ooh, this is not looking good. This is looking scary. There's the hook shot.
Hook shot in Laser Bridge. That opens up Swamp Palace.
Yeah, and there's still, and that's the small key. So unless, and we haven't found the map yet, have we? I'm
not sure. I think Trinex has just a
map.
No.
Yeah, yep. Trinex has the map, which means the bow is still out there.
So bow could be in the back of Swamp Palace here, which Blackjac won't be able to get to because he doesn't have the hook shot.
No, but he's still checking left side swamp, so he might find it here in one of these 2 chests.
Yeah, if the bow is in the right, there's only 1 chest for him. Let's check. I'm thinking if the bow is in this right side of the left side, then he has a slight advantage. DududeDude gets his hook shot. All right, let's see. Blackjac opens his last chest and finds the big key.
The big key.
So we gotta go vanilla big key in the Swamp Palace.
Oh, this is getting good now, folks.
One chest left for Blackjac to check here in Swamp. Meanwhile, Hahasell taking on Trinex. We have half magic tempered sword, so shouldn't be too much of a problem.
No, he's already, yeah. If he's good, he can, let's see if he gets the quick kill here on Trinex.
Ooh, HexMage had half a heart left going through the chain jump room.
Oh, that's brutal. Couldn't quite get the quick kill, unfortunately, but with Tempered Sword, it shouldn't still be too much trouble there, as DududeDude now following suit with his fight on Trinex. And I did not see what Blackjac just found.
Oh, we missed it. Let's see if he opens his menu here. Well, it wasn't the bow.
Nope. So we still don't know where the bow is. It was just arrows, according to our tracker. Unknown availability, so...
All right.
Bow is still out there.
Bow could very well be in the back of Swamp.
It could be, but... So that's probably going to be our next stop for our runners now that they have the hook shot. It's the only place they haven't checked. And again, the hope is still alive, folks. The bow could very well be on the pedestal.
Nope, there it is.
Oh, it's in Hookshot Cave! I believe I can call it, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Hahasell has officially entered Go Mode!
That was a area I completely forgot about. Now we don't have to go to Swamp at all. We're gonna do Pod and Eastern in Go mode, and this is gonna be a very fast finish.
Yeah.
Pedestal dead, Go mode on. Yeah, everything happened at once, and hey, just like the AGDQ race, Bo for Go mode.
It's Bo mode, ladies and gentlemen.
although in GDQ they didn't have the lamp, so they weren't ever in Go mode. Technically. Alright, DududeDude got his mode too. He is also in Go mode, so this is going to come down to execution between Hahasell and DududeDude. And both of these runners are very solid when it comes to execution.
Oh, yeah. This should be really interesting. So from here on out, folks, we're going to be putting a close eye on the SRL chat to find out who finishes first. We'll let you guys know the top 10 finishers. And once our 4 runners complete their runs, we'll definitely be seeing if we can talk with them after the race to see how they feel.
Yeah, HexMage also not that far behind of Hahasell and DududeDude. I'd say he's about 3 or 4 minutes behind at this point.
Indeed. And DududeDude also checked the rest of Hookshot Cave and found the red mail as well.
Ooh, interesting. Speaking of red things, the red shield in Pod. So Pod was never open to these guys until they got the bow.
Indeed. So they made the right call avoiding Pod up until this point. That worked out well for them. Also, everyone in the chat is asking who that was at Screen Go Mode. My name is The Shades, so... And
I'm the much more subdued than my Rambler. You know, even though I'm known as the Rambler, I talk less. Go figure that one out.
That's just because I love to talk. That's just me. Oh, Shireen, thanks for reminding us about that. Yeah, we have to ask Hahasell about that maiden troll.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still in the lead here.
That's amazing that he's been able to keep this lead going, all things considered. So at this point, we know there's not going to be anything of value in most of these chests. The only thing they're really looking for is the big key.
Found a butter sword.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of optional items. You know, we have the red meringue, we have the blue cane.
Oh, the butter sword's good.
Oh, yeah.
That we found.
Yeah, that's definitely not bad. Going in there with butter sword.
Now he's just looking for the big key here. I think the butter sword's in this first chest here that DududeDude's about to open up.
Yep, there it is. We got butter.
And all we're looking for is the big key now. HexMage about to get his hook shot. Blackjac's making his way up to Death Mountain, which once again we know this is the right play. Remember, he still has to grab his boots also, so he's going to do all this at once.
Indeed. And we're not going to... It's funny. Normally, the pod is what we like to call, as Dr. Bobtastic put it, the mullet mansion, because most of the keys are in the front end and most of the items are in the back. So like any good mullet, it's usually business in the front, party in the back. But we're not going to be seeing much of a party here since we know there's hardly any items here aside from that butter sword.
And you pretty much had to pick up the butter sword based on the way the dungeon led you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we are going to the back because we still don't have the big key.
That's true. Who knows what we'll find along the way. Again, we could find that Bombos medallion, which we know we don't need at this point. We could find the blue cane, the cane of Berna. And, of course, the red meringue still floating around out there. $50 there for Hahasell.
Still no big key. So deep somewhere. It's either going to be in the dark room or in this dark maze.
Another small key. And there's Bombos.
Well, most of these runners will already have the go mode already initiated before coming in here, so that Bombos won't troll these guys.
Nope. Misery Mire is not even going to get touched. So that means the big key is somewhere either in the dark maze. It actually has to be in the dark maze because it's not in the big chest.
If it's in the big chest, we're going to have a little talk with Vitor about this.
Yeah, no kidding. No, it has to be in this last chest here.
It's always in the last place you look.
There it is.
That's kind of like tile room for Ganon's Tower. That one chest.
Quick question from the chat here. Where do you get skins for Link? If you go to the randomizer website, when you are setting it up, you can click on the ROM icon in the upper right corner and change some of the settings, and one of those settings is a custom sprite. And we've got, I think, close to 70 different sprites we can choose from with version 28.
Alright, HexMage completed the Trinex. Hopefully he goes right to Hookshot Cave, and yep, that's exactly where he's going. And he's going to find his bow and be in Gomo himself. So he's approximately 7 minutes behind DududeDude and Hahasell. Hahasell himself has about a 30-second lead on DududeDude at this point.
Yeah, that's not much of a lead here. Only a couple screens behind. That can, with good execution, that can be caught up real quick.
Yep, they're in the same room. It's a long room. They're one cutscene behind.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
HexMage found his bow. He's in go mode. He's going to grab some potions and then tackle these last few dungeons. I will say, this is my second time watching Hahasell play. I've been very impressed with his execution.
Also, I think we need to update HexMage's tracker because he's technically in go mode and he should have the Quake medallion, but it's not showing.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't have gotten the hook shot without getting into Turtle Rock with Quake.
Yeah, all that was the breadcrumbs that was needed to complete the seed. All the having to go to Meyer just to get the cape, just to get the Quake, just to get the hook shot, just to get the bow, all that fun stuff.
Oh, yeah. So now Hahasell and shortly DududeDude now taking on the Helmet Star King. 17 whacks with a hammer. Well, and with the Butter Sword, they should have no problem finishing him off. And even then, they have the silver arrows. They can do one shot with it, which is what? Oh, I think that's what Hahasell is going to go for. He's going to go for the silver strats.
Yeah, I think it's slightly faster.
Dead.
I think it's slightly faster with the Butter Sword to just slash away and not have to worry about menuing too much because it's just 2 slash with the Butter Sword. But 1 hit with the silver arrows is all it takes. And DududeDude does the slashes. I think he saved a little bit of time on that fight. I believe Hahasell got his crystal. We'll determine the timing here.
And ladies and gentlemen, we can announce that our first runner has completed. Gem has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 38 seconds. Congratulations to Gem.
Yeah, proving once again, this was a very fast seed, all things considered. You actually didn't have to go into any pendant dungeons, I don't think.
Not really, no.
Not even Hera.
No.
Again, DududeDude being behind 30 seconds, we could come back to the Hera play. That's the one mistake he made and the one mistake Hahasell made. Kind of balance each other out, really. You really can't call DududeDude a mistake because he just, completed a dungeon he was in.
Also, thank you to Dizzy Bomber 84 for the $4.99 sub. Appreciate the support. All right, Blackjac now picking up his boots. But he still doesn't have the Quake medallion yet.
Yes, he does.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Yes.
And I'm just misfingering. So he's going to be on his way to Turtle Rock and get...
I think so. Well, let's see.
And our second place winner,
right,
Gerdo, finishing with a time of 1:29.12.
Right, Blackjac does not have the Quake medallion yet. He does have the cape, though.
He'll be getting his Quake medallion very soon. And third place goes to Zatox with 1:29.32, and Killer App in fourth place with 1:29.35.
It's just starting to roll right in. All these guys, very similar strength.
Yeah, those are some of our better runners there. But with that, DududeDude and Hahasell both finishing up the Armos Knights. They've got their last crystal. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. We have a little game we like to play for those of you who are new here. There are exactly 22 possible locations inside of Ganon's Tower where the big key can be hiding. But get your guesses in chats. Where do you think that big key is going to be at? Rambler, where do you think it's hiding?
Well, I think this is going to be a very fast. I'm going to go Torch.
You're not the only one who's thinking that, apparently, but I'm gonna say the right side quad room with the 4 chests, and I'm gonna say the upper right chest on that one.
Well, interestingly enough, I actually got it right for the first time during the DQ race. I was in chat with some other guys, and I was like, I think it's gonna be number 5, and sure enough, It was number 5.
Okay, holy crap. We just got 3 winners back to back to back. Evanitis in 5th place with 130.32. Gamer Cow with 130.49 in 6th place. And Mikan in 7th place with 130.51.
That's a lot of sniping.
No kidding. We're going to have our top 10 before these guys even finish up Ganon's Tower. And again, this is what happens when you've got over 60 runners in here. A lot of our top runners are going to be the ones to quickly finish up.
Dude getting trolled by those dead rocks, the worst enemies in the game.
Oh yeah, I call them the unofficial mascots of the Randomizer because they are the biggest trolls you will ever find. You can only kill them by using the magic powder to turn them into something else. Anything else just turns them into statues and blocks your path.
Yeah, very evil. All right, Hahasell, first one into Ganon's Tower.
And Inknun has finished in 8th place with 131.57.
Got a piece of heart and a bomb capacity upgrade in the first 2 chests. He's going to mirror on out. Can't do the right side yet, so let's go left.
Indeed. Which hurts my chances of being correct on this, because usually we got a small key on the torch.
Yeah, I said key on torch, right? Oh no, big key. Oh, drat.
Rip Bob, by the way. Also, Gemini finishing in 9th place with a time of 132.18.
Wasn't he on American Gladiators?
I still love that show. Haha, still having a little bit of trouble there, but he gets into the room and we've got... There it is! Big key!
Was it number 5 again?
No, actually it was number 4. If
it was the first chest they opened, okay.
Yep, chest number 4.
I missed it by 1. Alright, now it's going to come down to executions between Hahasell and DududeDude, and we've seen they are very even in that aspect with watching these 2 guys go.
This should be interesting here, folks. The only RNG left is Moldorm Trolls and Ganon Hugs. Those are the only things that can change this race very quickly. And once again, my losing streak when it comes to the big key guessing game continues. I have yet to get it right even once. All right, so Hahasell working his way through the gauntlet right now. And DududeDude right behind him. Thankfully, with that butter sword, they should have little trouble there, though. Hahasell has a small disadvantage, having only blue mail, but that may not make that much of a difference. Ooh. This horse head here giving a little trouble. There we go.
Well, that closes the gap for DududeDude. He's now only, what, 2 rooms behind?
2 rooms behind, not much. Ooh, nice execution there in this ice room.
Yeah, my least favorite room in the gauntlet's that second room, the one that DududeDude just went in. For some reason, I struggle with it so much.
And we have our 10th race finisher. Arior has finished in 10th with a time of 1:34.49. So there's your top 10, folks.
Well, Hahasell making very quick work of Moldorm 2. Sorry, Land Moles 2.
Indeed. Also, one of our top 10 Mekans is in the chat right now. GG, Mekan.
And shout out to Sinhi getting a PB on this seed, a 135.20. He got 11th place.
Very nicely done. Yeah, he improved his PB by a whole minute and 35 seconds. Nicely done. Oh, getting knocked off there on the ledge, and that's going to cost him time. But he's still got a pretty decent lead heading into the torch room.
Yep, but not allowed to catch up a little bit more. Means we're down to a heart and a half here.
This is a very risky play here.
Oh,
no! The laser snipes him!
And now DududeDude has a big lead heading up Gannis Tower.
Yeah, that is huge. Hahasell's got to be kicking himself right now after that. This is what we said earlier, folks. One major mistake can cost you the race, and that's just what happened here. Hahasell is going to lose out simply because he got sniped because he wasn't watching his health.
All right, DududeDude makes his way to Moldorm 2.
And shout out to Saberwolf, who also improved his PB, getting a time, time of 1:37.07. Improving his PB by a whole 2 minutes, 42 seconds.
I for 14th place between Saberwolf and Zelgadisian.
Yeah, it's a tie that's a very rare thing to see is a tie.
I think we saw a lot of them on Saturday with the 153 player race, but yeah, 50 player race not as much. All right, DududeDude enter Aga 2. Ooh, that's a triple, I think.
Nah, I think that was a double because those two were very close to each other.
Yeah, we'll see. That was a double for sure. No, he got a triple in the first one because that only took one more hit. 3-2-1 for DududeDude.
Nicely done, and now it's time for the big pig.
Someone said that was a 3-2-1 contact.
Ha! I actually get that.
Not many would. I'm happy you did. Our age might be showing on that one, but you know.
just a tad. Just a tad. And with this butter sword and Silver's Ganon is going to be a joke to these guys.
Yeah, very nice execution here with the butter sword doing the inner circle, dashing. He's got dodging fire bats. Again, he has the red mail, which also was in Hookshot Cave, correct?
Yes. Also, I just saw the Sonic spray for Sonic as Mario. Okay, that's clever. That is clever.
Yeah. The Sonic Bunny was looked like Mario from either World or like Thousand Year Door or something like that. That graphic of Mario. I still like Luigi's Bunny sprite the best.
All right, so
Luigi's Bunny sprite is a 2D Luigi. All right.
Yeah.
See, dude, he's gonna take his time here with this Ganon fight and make sure he doesn't mess anything up.
Yep.
Just
Nice
barely
double
misses
there.
triple.
Gets one more here. Should do it. There we go.
We can confirm our man DududeDude finishes in 17th place with the official SRL time of 1 hour 39 minutes and 47 seconds.
Very nicely done on that one. Well, hell of a race here from these guys. All right, DududeDude will be joining us here very shortly. He's just getting himself a quick drink.
I mean, he had potions in his inventory. He could have drank that. HexMage is about to enter Ganon's tower here. And Blackjac about to get the hook shot.
And our tracker on availability is calling you out. You did go there, didn't you?
What, with the potion joke?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I make those jokes all the time.
Hahasell now working on Aghanim 2 as HexMage finally making his way into Ganon's tower.
Yeah. HexMage was about 5-6 minutes behind the entire time. He kept pace pretty well, but again, he was pretty far behind to begin with. So he's definitely gonna get himself a nice time though, regardless. Everyone in this race is probably gonna have a really good time in comparative to our averages.
Absolutely.
Like even I could have substituted this, I think. That's saying something. And now, people trying to guess what might have been on the pedestal while looking at DududeDude's credits roll. Could still be the book. Could be the Cane of Burna. Could be the net.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could have been on that book. And now DududeDude joining us here in the channel. GG, sir.
Thank you. So I was the first person on the stream to finish, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
you were, but here's the truth. Only because Hahasell took a death in Ganon's tower.
That's funny.
Yeah, he took a well, you opened up one extra chest in the hookshot came and found red mail. He did not. He has blue mail. He took a death in the laser room right before the fire rod rooms, like between the fire rod rooms.
Yeah, I figured I might as well continue checking the hookshot cave chest. I would have checked all of them if I hadn't fallen for that last one.
Yeah, Hahasell's on Ganon right now, and the other feature runners, Blackjac just got his hookshot, and HexMage just got the big key in Ganon's tower. So pretty close for the most part. You know, Blackjack's a little behind. He just grabbed his hookshot now, so he'll probably start putting the pieces together.
Yeah, I imagine it'll be straight
And
after the hookshot cave.
Hahasell just obliterated Ganon. He just finished. He's gonna finish in a tie in 21st with Arandobi. Arandobi, you know about that guy, right, dude?
Yeah, he was my final opponent actually in the secondary tournament.
In the semifinals, correct?
No, in the bronze match.
Bronze match. Okay, yeah. So Hahasell finishes tie with Arandobi with a 143.14. And another PB rolls in. Hitsuyan, shout out to you for your PB. 23rd place, 143.46.
Yep, improving his PB by a whole almost 3 minutes there.
And the pedestal was a piece of heart.
Ah,
Not a fun item that wasn't needed. We were hoping for Booknet or King or Boomerang.
Yeah.
that means most likely that the Cane of Burna or whatever else was hiding in Misery Mire, since nobody checked that.
Yeah, I was personally expecting after I got the whatchamacallit.
The hookshot.
Yeah, after I got the hookshot, I was half expecting to find bombos in hookshot cave and then have pedestal seat because the bear would be on there or something.
Well, the one thing that Blackjac did do that no one else did, he went into Swamp before going into Turtle Rock. So he found all the non-hookshot items in Swamp Palace.
Anything interesting? Doesn't look like it, really.
And we have Hahasell joining us today. Now, GG.
GG.
So there's two things I'll talk to you about Hahasell. The first one was the fun one, Thieves Town.
Honestly, I don't even know.
When you went to go to fight blind, but you forgot the maiden in her cell.
Right. Yeah, I think I just had a brain fart or something.
It's okay, I ran to Tower of Hera instead of Ganon's Tower.
Oh yeah, DududeDude did open up. He did open up the map in the basement. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that too. I forgot about that too.
So I got the mushroom down there, and I realized that was the last item, and I just assumed that I had blind behind me afterwards, but I never grabbed her.
Yeah,
It was funny. Like we actually have a clip of you going all the way up to the boss room, and they're like, "Wait a minute, I don't have the maiden. Crap!"
Yeah, that was something.
And then you took an unfortunate death in the laser eye room in Ganon's tower. That cost you your spot against DududeDude. You had about I'd say a 15 to 30-second lead, somewhere in there, for most of the race coming down the end. Like, you were slightly ahead of DududeDude the entire time from like from Turtle Rock on.
It happens.
Yep.
I don't know.
Hey, it happens to everyone.
I blame that laser bridge being sloppy at the end for me.
Also, we can confirm, watching the credits here, that there was a piece of heart on the pedestal. I won't lie, we were really expecting the bow to be on the pedestal the way things were going.
Yeah, that was pretty likely.
Once we found the hook shot, I thought for sure Bo was going to be like on Argus or something.
Yeah, that was also possible, but always check who shot K first.
Yep, because it's right there, so it made sense. You see another feature here of the V28. The credit stream is a little easier, and you can see shoutouts to new people for helping us out, including the entire community. Yes, you, the chat. Thank you for watching. You can join our Discord; it's right there also.
We absolutely encourage you guys to check out our Discord community, because I will tell you this right now, as somebody who just got into this only a few months ago, they welcome people with open arms. If you're wanting to help with this, they will help you out. They will welcome you in. Very cool group of guys.
Oh, this is a new thing. The boss kills and everything. What sword you had when you killed them and stuff. Very interesting. I like this.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot more detailed. The stream flute time doesn't work properly now.
Yeah, you did have the flute pretty early, so I don't know why it's at 0.
Also, it even tells you how many chests you opened before you found the GT big key. That's cool.
Well, that was in the original one. It's just cleaned up now.
Ah,
And
fair enough.
the number we all want to see, the 148 or 216. HexMage takes care of his Aga 2 fight. Meanwhile, I think Blackjac died on Trinex and left to go get more bottles. So he's going to go back to kill Trinex now. Though he's going to grab his bow first, so he's going to be in go mode before going back in.
Well, he is way behind, because he still hasn't finished Desert or Ice Palace yet either.
Yeah.
Ice Palace actually didn't really have anything, did it?
What is?
Ice Palace did not, no.
No.
Oh, Ice Palace had the Ice Rod.
Oh yeah, true.
But Blackjac does have the Ice Rod. He did go in there to get it.
Oh, okay, I see. He went in there but didn't finish it. I guess he had a cold start out.
I think he just like he's not comfortable with bomb jumps, so and didn't have the hook shot, so just being.
That's what the red mail was. Nice.
Also, I like how the red mail for Sonic turns him into Super Sonic.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the gold Sonic. Bunny Sprite was still funny though. Alright, HexMage might get if he gets it done right, he might get a sub 150 here.
Kinda close.
I should be able to do it.
Yeah, one minute to take care of this. He's gonna make sure he gets the torch glitch though. Be a little safe.
That don't know. I'm kind of disappointed that after failing to get the torch glitch, I couldn't quite manage the triple setup I was going for.
Yeah, so you're trying to get for the triple, but you got a single, double, single. How about the
Yeah.
3-2-1 on the Agaphite though?
Yeah, that was really good. That was really good. I'm ashamed it was almost two triples, but Academ wasn't cooperating with a blue ball.
Yeah. And HexMage has finished. He does get his sub 150. He's 30th with a 149.45.
Yeah, cut that a little close there, but he got it. So very nicely done there. What a race this has been. Also commenting in the SRL chat, don't buy a blue potion when you can't pay Kiki afterwards.
This was actually a really poor seed when it comes to rupees in general.
It was.
Yeah, it was a low seed for rupees for sure.
Like, the only reason I could afford the bottle fender was because I made that pit stop in the Eastern Palace money room.
Alright, we now have HexMage with us. GG.
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 Yeah,
So
so
how do you feel about that one?
Yeah, don't buy blue potions when you can't afford Kiki afterwards.
We just saw that in the SRL chat.
for the most part, you were about 6-7 minutes behind the other runners, and you finished 10 minutes behind DududeDude, so you kept pace pretty well, I think.
Yeah, I think I just checked too many overworld locations, but hookshot could have been in any of those.
Yeah, where hookshot was kind of trolly, being on Laser Bridge and all, and that leading
Well-
directly to Bow.
Same with Lamp. It was exactly right before a dark room.
Yeah, Lamp was in the last chest. I think it could have possibly been, which is that one chest before dark room. I've seen it there a few times now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have minded not finding the lamp, to be honest, but
Yeah, but logically you needed it just for that one room.
yeah,
We
exactly.
kind of figured the way to see was panning out that I said pretty early on, I said it's probably going to be in Eternal Rock. And right before Hahasell was the first one open, I think right before he opened, I said, the lamp's going to be here. And sure enough, it was. I mean, it wasn't Commentator's Blessing. It wasn't Burn the Witch. It was pretty much, it had to be there.
Yeah, honestly, with how the seed was laid out, it didn't really matter too much that you didn't have the lamp.
Yeah.
I didn't really expect you to do anything in the dark until after you found that lamp anyway. Like, he couldn't even
Exactly.
get into Palace of Darkness until after that.
Yeah, the only dark things you guys did were Old Man and Eastern and the one chest in Hyrule Castle. All right, Blackjac going to get his revenge on Trinex here.
Honestly, I'm just happy with myself that I didn't get baited into doing Aghanim's Tower, because I was really tempted to when I found the hammer.
Yeah, for a while we were almost expecting an Aghanim 1 fight because you guys found Master Sword and you hadn't found the hammer, gloves, or Moon Pearl at all. So we were honestly thinking this was going to happen, and then they just all started popping up one after the other. We're like, oh, come on!
Yeah, I'm kind of happy I didn't do it, and also kind of half disappointed I didn't get to do it because I actually like showing off Aghanim Tower in the dark, which you don't see it too often.
Oh, stop bragging. And Blackjac takes care of Trinex this time. Now again, he has to go kill a bunch of bosses still. He still hasn't killed Land Moles or Colstair yet. But he is in go mode because he has the bow, he has the hook shot.
Yeah, if he's got
Yeah,
everything
he
he
can knock
needs,
all
he just
those.
needs to,
Just needs to finish him up. While we're waiting on that, though, we should give you guys an idea of what to expect, because this is not our only race here today, folks. We have 2 other daily races going on. At 8 p.m. tonight, we have a Triforce Randomizer race. Triforce 30 out of 40, so there's 30. They need 30 pieces. 40 will be on the map. Get those and then finish it up, and all the enemies will be randomized. And then just after that, at 11 p.m., over on Speed Gaming 2, we have a Key Sanity race, where not only are the items shuffled, but so are all the key, dungeon items. So if you thought this was insane, just wait till you see that. And the Triforce race will be over on Speed Gaming 3 before I forget. So make sure you do check all of those races out, because those are a lot of fun. And we have 3 races a day going on all week long, pretty much every week too. So make sure you check those out. You don't want to miss all the action.
And if you like what you saw from our runners, you can go give them all a follow. They always stream their races on Twitch because you kind of have to. And they stream other things as well, I'm sure. So go give them a follow on their Twitch accounts. Also, make sure you follow all of the Speed Gaming family of channels: Speed Gaming 2, Speed Gaming 3, and Speed Gaming 4.
as well as our sister channels Randomania 1 through 4 and ALTTP Randomizer 1 through 4. Once our tournaments start coming back up, those channels are going to be starting to come into play. We also have other tournaments going on all the time. For example, later on tonight, later today, we have our Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament. If you're a fan of the original Legend of Zelda, you can check that out as well.
Brackets start for that today. It'll be here on Speed Gaming on Randomania. And also you have the Key Sanity tournament. You can still sign up for it. And that starts in 2 weeks.
Yep. So look forward to that. In fact, and if you can, and speaking of the Zelda 1 Randomizer, if you enjoyed me and Rambler's commentary, we'll be teaming up again later on tonight at about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, right here on Speed Gaming, yep.
Right here on Speed Gaming for one of the first races.
And the way it times out, if the Randomizer goes well, the Triforce race, you can watch that at 8, and you can watch us at 10, and if that's a fast race, Zelda 1 usually takes about an hour to an hour and a half, and then you go watch the Open, the Key Sanity at 11, so you're just sit down and watch Twitch all day. That's all you got to do.
Yep, we've got your night covered for you.
All right, so
anyway, I'm personally going to drop out and just continue watching normally. It was fun chatting with you guys.
Thanks for coming in for the interview, DududeDude. Congrats again for winning among the 4 feature runners. Hahasell, I know you're a little quiet over on that side because I think you're a little low on volume. Anything else you'd like to say?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that.
You played very well. Other than the 2 mistakes you had, you played very well for. There's only my second time seeing you race, and your execution was pretty flawless. Your routing was very good.
Thank you.
And a HexMage again. You played very well. Anything you'd like to say about what you saw today?
Not really. I think I made a couple of really nice decisions, but some of them just panned out really badly. Especially the geeky one, but whatever.
Yeah, everybody makes mistakes. Like I said, DududeDude made the mistake of opening up the Hera basement, and Hahasell made the mistake of not rescuing the maiden, so everyone makes mistakes when they race.
True. I'm just aiming for top half, which I sadly missed this time, but oh well, next time.
Not by much, though. I mean, when I race, I go for sub 2, and, you got that this time.
Yeah, that's normal, but it was a really fast heat, though.
Yeah.
But we'll see you guys another time, I guess.
Oh, of course. We'll see you for sure.
Have a good one, man.
All right, Blackjac still has to finish off some dungeons here. I think we're just going to hang around a little bit. I might duck out soon because I have a race to... If you stay tuned to this channel, after this is done, you'll see me race Zelda 1 if you really want to see some real bad racing. No, I'm just kidding. Myself and RC Drone will be racing Zelda 1 Randomizer. The first tournament race of the Zelda 1 Randomizer is coming up next at 5 o'clock Eastern, right here on Speed Gaming after this is all done. So, you get to see me. You get to actually see me play. You don't get to see that often.
Indeed, it should be fun.
If you want to see me get demolished.
Hey, you're in the bracket races. You can't be that bad.
That is true, but I mean, RC Drone's one of the top racers, and I am not.
That's the beauty of Randomizer, though.
Anything can happen. You're right. Like in Zelda 1, the ladder could be deep in the dungeon that he skips, so you never know. To do dishes, if you're interested in learning how to run all that. Oh, we found a red boomerang as Blackjac opened up that chest. No one else did.
Aha. Yeah. If you're new, if you wanted to know running Randomizer, check the links that the Speed Gaming bot just posted up there. Thank you, Chase SP1 for activating that. And join the Discord. They answer any questions you got.
Well, I just put a link in chat. This is the link that I discovered to learn how to do all this. There's a post by Sakura Subasa, one of the admins. She posted the so you want to race Randomizer or SRL. Just read that and learn how to get everything set up for yourself, and you can just join this race and join our community and race along with all of us.
Yeah, and as far as streaming on Twitch, it's not that hard to do. You just have to find a streaming app, OBS, XSplit, and a couple of other programs very useful to use. very easy to set up, and from there, it's just a matter of learning how to set it all up and run it.
Also, we got another shout out here for Lamil MZ Werg. Got 37th place with a 159.31, but first ever sub 2 for that runner.
Absolutely, very nicely done.
Yeah, if you could sub 2 a randomizer, you know what you're doing, no matter how fast the seed is.
Yeah, I mean, even my first time running randomizer, I did it casually. I wasn't even trying to speed run, and I still managed to get a just over 3 hours. So trust me, it's not that hard to learn, folks.
Yeah, once you get everything down, you know, even like you could watch some runners. Like perfect example is the one runner Hazu Kitty from the secondary tournament, where her qualifying time was like a 9:40, and her last tournament race she got it down to a 3:10. That's called improvement. Modded SNES Classic, I believe they are allowed in the rules. The only things that aren't allowed are certain emulators. If you're using console, that's perfectly fine. If you're using SNES Classic, perfectly fine. If you're using emulator, make sure you're using the latest version of SNES 9X. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, the reason some emulators aren't allowed is because they don't emulate accurately, such as the old school ZSNES emulator. That one tends to do some things to help improve the speed of the emulation, but actually takes away from the accuracy, so it actually causes some problems and it's essentially cheating.
Yeah, like actual cheating, not like Andy hovering cheating. That's a joke.
That is a joke. And Divine Favor, Divine Favor, check out the links that HexMage just loaded up there for you. That'll help get you started on that. Where to download the app, or where to get involved in the community. Like we were just talking about a minute ago, it is a fantastic community. I can guarantee you that you will be welcomed with open arms. They are very friendly to newcomers. They will help you with whatever questions you have and make sure that you can get involved and start running these randomizer races. Eventually be just as good as them. Trust me, they love having new runners in this community. Oh, Divine Favor, don't worry about it. We figured that you just came in. I didn't see you until now, so that's why we're just letting you know. No, we don't mind repeating ourselves here because we want to make sure we can get as many new people in our community as possible. And, we love that. We love it. And we love that AGDQ has brought in so many new people. I mean, I'm glad that race was so exciting for everybody. I know I loved watching it, so I'm glad that other people enjoyed it and want to become a part of this as well.
As we're still watching Blackjac run, I want to inform you guys that there are still 15 of our runners still racing. So just because you see these guys finish this off in hour 40 and whatever, you don't have to go. You're not going to get poked fun of for going slow. There's still a lot of guys racing out there. 15 guys still trying to finish this off.
And to answer your question I've had about females being in the community, not only do we have females in our community, one of our admins is Sakura Tsubasa. She is an absolutely wonderful woman to talk with, and she's one of our admins. So yeah, we absolutely welcome all genders into our community. They are, we do not discriminate in here. If you want to race, please join up. We welcome everyone.
Yeah, and do one shout out to 2 females who are actually, other than Sakura, who's also a great player in this race, Giselle Shaft and Iwasaru, 2 fantastic runners of this game.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And Blackjac takes care of his 3rd crystal, takes care of Homostar King. Again, he is in go mode. All he has to do is kill bosses. Let's just watch him take care of all of it. But that's his 4th crystal because he has Trinex also. So yes, 4 crystals down for Blackjac, 3 to go. I'm assuming Eastern will be next for him.
Most likely, it's right there. Yeah, true fact. I got involved in doing these commentaries thanks to watching the finals of the spring randomizer tournament, which was standard mode. And the commentators there was Sakura Tsubasa and Phantom Ryu's, and their commentary has just got me hyped for this stuff. So absolutely, I love seeing all the new people. And Mr. Dirt 765 SNES 9X, that is the emulator you want to use, the newest version. And yeah, and then the beauty of this, of the Link to the Past randomizer, there's so many different types of randomizers. You know, you have the standard randomizer, the open mode. You've got entrance randomizer, enemizer, you know, key sanity, like I mentioned before. Just so many different ways to play. Triforce Hunt, pedestals run where you just have to go to the pedestal. Just so many different ways to play, so much variety, and that kind of chaos is what makes it so fun to watch these kinds of races. So please get yourself involved. You will not be disappointed.
I'm waiting for the 1 out of 216 Triforce race. I might win that one once or twice.
Divine Favor, truth be told, they use everything. Like, I've seen some renders use emulators. I've seen a lot of them use consoles. There's no real one way to play this randomizer. Don't think you have to restrict yourself to compete. Everyone plays differently. Whatever works best for you. As long as you're using one of the recommended ways or one of the suggested ways, like we mentioned before, it doesn't matter which one you actually use. All of them play the same.
Very nice armless fight for Blackjac. It gets done very quickly.
Now with those silver arrows, it's not hard to do.
Yeah. That's crystal number 5. Nice. Go back to ice and go to desert.
Actually, Dudelicious, considering we're using the Japanese 1.0 ROM, the PAL version should work.
Yeah, I think the you have to have a Japanese 1.0, I think, to run the randomizer, just because that's how it's modded and stuff.
Yeah, that's the only restriction is you have to find the Japanese 1.0 version ROM to be able to play the game. But other than but that you can use any console. Because we have runners from all over the world. I mean, you heard some of our runners earlier. They were obviously not all American. So, yeah, you can use any version. As long as you have the right ROM and set up your console appropriately, you can use whatever version of the console.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Runs of 50 frames, though. So it's probably not the best to do that.
I just want to point out I'm jealous of DududeDude's accent. Him and Yagimoff, they sound so alike, and I love it.
Let's not forget our pal Herfy Durfy, man.
Ah, yes, of course.
SNES Mini should be fine, yeah.
I hope Blackjac grabbed the big key. I don't think he did.
We'll find out soon enough.
Oh. In addition to the Link to the Past Randomizer Discord, we also have a Speed Gaming Discord where we talk about these open races all the time. Just put the link in there. Go join it up. Join our community even there over there.
Yep, and there you can also sign up to do. If you're like me and don't do speed running but want to help for the commentary or tracking or restreaming, sign up over there as well because that's how I got involved. Signing up for the tournament commentary.
I want to see Shades join the tournament.
Never gonna happen.
Oh.
Never gonna happen. I cannot speedrun this to save my life.
Just join the Key Sanity tournament so I can at least beat a couple of guys.
I'm tired.
Yeah, that would be my role in any of these tournaments, was just to make other runners feel better about themselves because I would just get my ass kicked so bad.
I just hope to get out of the early stages.
Alright, Blackjac takes care of land moles. Next up is Ice Palace, then he'll have all 7 crystals.
It's mostly just practice. If you just keep running you'll get better and better and better.
Well, I'm sure I would. I don't have the patience for that. I really don't.
Shaving off like the first 4 hours is easy. It's getting harder after that.
No, like I said, even casually, I was able to get my first run in just over 3 hours, so I wouldn't have to shave much.
The Dutch guy would be the HexMage.
Yeah, the HexMage who finished third of our feature runners. He's the Dutch guy. I'm the New York guy, as you can tell.
I'm a Florida man. I'm just not the Florida man.
There's lots of Florida. Well, there's two obvious New York guys in the commentating community. Two completely different accents, though.
Divine favor, yes, there are plenty of documents out there with like routing ideas. There's YouTube videos showing routing ideas. Look, the community will more than help you point you in the right direction to help you figure out how to route. And as pointed out in the chat, it really depends on the items you find, but it will give you an idea of what kind of routes you might need to make. Definitely do not hesitate to do that. And again, don't be afraid to ask for help. The community is more than willing to help out newcomers. They want you to be able to enjoy your runs. So don't hesitate to ask.
All right. I put another link into the chat. It's a link to a 100% completion guide letting you know where all the different items are. It was made by Andy, who, again, you saw at HDQ. So it's a really nice comprehensive way to see what's needed and stuff. There's also a lot of trackers that can help you out. You can use Cross Products Tracker, you can use Evosaurus Tracker, you can use Andy's Tracker. There's a lot of trackers to use.
The trackers are basically apps that you can use to keep track of what items you have, and some of them even have the ability to track the locations to see what items or what locations you've already checked. Cross Products is probably the most known example of that. So if you're starting out, by all means, use that tracker to help guide your path so that you know what you can do, and then you can really start to learn how to route. There is a whole page of resources, as Cyclone points out.
I think DududeDude is just showing off what he was talking about earlier. He wants to show off the Dark Room Agate Tower. I told him I didn't want to show off, and now he's going showing off.
Yeah, if you guys have questions about running randomizer, we will answer what we can. But if you really want to know, ask the experts and go into that Discord because they will help you.
He just died. He's like, please don't pay attention to that stream.
No, not at all.
Pay no attention to the man. Oh, is he glitching? Oh, God.
Yeah, he is. He's doing some glitch practice.
There are no Plando dailies from what I understand, no.
Plando, for those who are wondering, that's basically, there's a version of the randomizer where you can actually set what items are where. So let's say if you want to set something up for a friend, you can set exactly what items are in what chests.
Yeah, on the website it's called Customizer.
Customizer is the other way to call it, yeah. And it's on the same site as the randomizer, and it's amazing what kind of stuff you can do with the Plando. And Randomine posting a link to Sakura Tsubasa's website with information about trackers and stuff like that, giving an idea of what kind of trackers are out there and what you can use.
And you can see Blackjac, he finds the big key in its vanilla location. Probably not 100% comfortable bomb jumps, but that's fine. With the Canis Samari, he doesn't have to double to do the really bad intended way of this dungeon. You can just use the Canis Samari to cut this dungeon in half.
Yeah, for those who are asking what DududeDude is doing, there is a practice ROM where you can just set certain locations and settings so that you can practice certain strats. If you're new in this, if you want to really get heavy into speedrunning, this is probably a really good way to practice a lot of the major strategies. Biggest one being the Ice Palace bomb jump. If you're going to do any kind of speedrunning, you want to master that. Bomb jumps in general are very helpful.
And right now he's practicing the dark rooms. So he's doing dark room Ag, and now he's doing dark room Mire.
Yeah. Also, Sagging Rufus, no, we are not the trackers. We actually have 2 other people tracking for us. Shout outs to Recidador and
Unknown availability.
Unknown availability. He's actually in here right now.
Or as Shades calls him, apparently unknown named person.
I feel bad now. Yeah, unknown availability and Recidador were our trackers. This way we can focus on giving you guys excellent commentary. They're the ones that help keep track of the items in our races.
Blackjac taking his frustrations out on the statue. He couldn't move.
Understandable.
He's about to get his 7th crystal here.
And then, of course, usually the runners have their own trackers that they use on their page, but that's not the ones we show. We have our own very specific trackers that we use for the races and tournaments. And trust me, I've actually used the speed gaming trackers. It is an entirely different beast from what you would normally find.
Blackjac using that butter sword, which is very unfair to Colts there. Gets the 7th crystal. He is now going to be ascending to Ganon's Tower.
Oh yeah, Desert Prophet. The tracker they used at GDQ was phenomenal. They need to incorporate that into this because that worked out really well for like dual races.
Yeah, and the trackers for that were 2 of our higher ups again in the Randomizer community in the name of DT and Phileon.
Oh yeah. I've had the pleasure of talking with DT, and I don't know if I've worked with Phileon yet, but I know I've at least talked with DT, and I've talked with Willard J. Bradley, who was one of the commentators there. All of them really cool group of guys. Like, absolutely, I love working with everybody here. I've yet to find anybody here that I can't work with. That's how good of community this is. And they're willing to put up with me, so that must say something. Yeah. They're willing to put up with me and my craziness, so obviously I'm doing something right.
Depends if you're making the seats or not.
No, though I've come notorious for some, just for my pure presence being here. There was a while we used to joke about there being shade seeds, though I've been told we can't really call them that anymore.
That's now a chat meme, so.
Yeah, I can't call them that anymore. I'm sorry. Also, thank you to Piper Jack for the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate the support.
Alright, if DududeDude's going to do this, I have a request for him. Master Sword Silverless, do it. So I'm asking just like that, and I want to see that pain.
Oh, you evil man! Why do you want to torture these people so much?
What's really funny is that, like, the first 50 or so SRL races I did, I had silvers every time. The last 4 out of the last 5, silverless.
Oh.
I thought it was like, oh, this is easy mode. I always had the silvers. It's going to be... No. I had to learn how to do silverless. It's not hard though, so at least you have that. He's gonna show you silverless now with the tempered though, not master, because he's not that much of a masochist.
Yeah, the way silverless works is that there's a very short window of time while Ganon's about to teleport that you can actually hit him with a spin slash. It takes some practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's very useful.
All right, Blackjac into Ganon's Tower. He's gonna find a big key pretty soon. 4th chest.
Crazy HHS 33, that is actually not possible. If you do swordless, you have to have silvers. That's the way it's set up. If you're doing an official swordless race, they modify it so that you have to use the hammer to hit him. And in that case, you have to have the silvers. So it's either sword sword silverless or swordless with silvers. Randomly, if the tournament prize was a trip to a GDQ to do a GDQ race, honestly, I don't think that would just be U.S. because GDQ gets runners from all over the world. They've had people from Japan, from Europe.
Look at Christos Owen.
Yeah, Christos Owen. He's not from the U.S. and he was
British.
the one that ran the race with this weekend. Again, this community is open for everybody, and I definitely do not discourage yourself from joining just because of any particular thing. Because trust me, very rarely would we deny somebody. The only reason we would deny somebody is if you're just being an absolute jerk, which, from what I can see from you guys, I don't see that being an issue. Random meme, absolutely. We have seen people fall off the ledge after killing Ganon. It has.
Willard J. Bradley. I don't want to name names.
Oh, you better hope he's not watching this channel right now because he was in this race.
Even if he knows, he knows that. I troll him all the time. I have bad cough. Yeah, I know. So get past me balls. Yeah, Will was in his race. I think he finished in the middle of the pack. I think he made a mistake with Zora money. I think, if I remember reading his comments in Discord. So,
nah, I think so.
What is DududeDude doing with that big bomb? He glitched the big bomb, I think. Oh my god. He's showing you what you have to do in entrance shuffle sometimes. That is another mode I don't think you mentioned, entrance shuffle, where the entrances to all the caves and houses are all randomized.
Okay, I have to read this comment by Hungry Hippo Man, who just finished up. How to blow a sub 2-hour run by not remembering how to count chests in dungeons by Hungry Hippo Man. Coming soon to Amazon.com and a local bookstore near you.
One of our other runners wants to pre-order it. Get that Amazon Prime.
Yeah, no kidding.
And you can subscribe to the channel with that Twitch Prime that you get for Amazon Prime. Look at that.
Hey! And we're back again. Yeah, and DududeDude showing off one of the minor glitches we can do. For races and tournaments, certain major glitches, such as, clipping through borders in the overworld, that's not allowed, but there are a couple of minor glitches you can do. Fake flippers being the most prominent one, where you can jump off the water at the exact right frame, and the game thinks you have the flippers even if you don't.
What he's showing really is if the hammer is a pyramid fairy, and you don't want to kill Aga to go cash it in, this is the way to do it. Showing off some very long-winded minor glitches.
It's almost faster to just kill Aga now.
You might not be wrong. I think this is slightly faster, but it's close.
It's probably easier though.
Yeah, it's easier to kill Aga, for sure. This is on the practice ROM. Well, there's not a chest in there. The chest replaces 2 items that you would get in this vanilla game. In the vanilla game, in this area, you get the golden sword and the silver arrows. Alright, Blackjac going through the top of Ganon's tower. He's doing very well up here. Let's see if he can get himself a sub 230 here. And then once he's done, you can go take care of the interview and wrap up. I want to go get ready for my race in a half hour.
Yeah, tell you what, you go ahead and do that. I'll take the rest from here.
All right, my name is Unknown Rambler. Stay tuned. I'm racing next.
Have fun, dude. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so Blackjac now working on Moldorm 2 here. Yep, Eplicat, yeah, he's going to be running a Zelda 1 randomizer here shortly. So if you want to go check that out later, you can do so. Yeah, randomly, a lot of our runners are very dedicated. So if they even if they've lost at this point, you know, the fact that they're willing to finish. I mean, they're not. It's not like there's anything on the line here. There's no, you know, there's just pride, and sometimes it's a pride. It's more prideful to finish a race even if you know you've lost than it is to just quit after you've lost. You know, so that's what it is. It's just that pride of finishing rather than just giving up. It happens a lot in the tournaments. Even if they've already lost and they're out of the tournament, they'll finish the race just as a matter of pride, just to say, hey, you know what? At least I finished. And then that's one thing I love about a lot of these runners is the dedication and skill these guys have to go through these races. Again, I've said I couldn't do this stuff. I am not very good at speedrunning. I don't have the dedication, the patience to do this kind of thing. So I give credit to these guys for putting in the hard work for it. Okay, dude, Licious, I like that. I like that a lot. Hey, you know what? That's not a bad goal to go for there, Brandon. I mean, yeah. And again, ask the pros for help on the Discord channel. They'll help you learn the tricks and get yourself to that. Not so much. So Blackjac now working on Ganon here. Again, he's got Butter Sword, he's got Red Nail, he's got Silvers. He's got plenty of health right now, plus he's probably got some potions backed up. He should be good to go. Well, Divine Favor, yeah, he's practicing the major glitches, but DududeDude's just practicing. He's not actually racing, so he's allowed to do that. This just shows you some of the stuff but the stuff he's doing now, you cannot do in an actual race. That is illegal stuff, but he's, you know, if you're just playing for the hell of it, you know, on your own, you're more than welcome to do whatever. All right, Blackjac using one of his blue potions there to get his health back up and his magic ready for the final part. Couldn't quite do the torch glitch here, so he's going to have to do the hard way. Yes, Divine Favor. We have a Triforce Hunt Randomizer race starting at 8 p.m. tonight over on Speed Gaming 3. So if you want to check that out later. And then we also have a Key Sanity race at 11 p.m. on Speed Gaming 2. So if you want to check those out later tonight, you're more than welcome to do so. We've got, of course, some other great commentators. Number Play and Mally hosting the Triforce race. And Dr. Bob Tastic and Zombie Twitch commentating the Key Sanity race. So if you want to check those out, you definitely should. And there we go. Blackjac has finally finished up. And finishes up with a time of 2 hours, 28 minutes, 14 seconds. So he got a sub 2:30 at least. All right, he has written the channel. Let me bring him in here. And Blackjac joined us now. GG.
Thank you.
So how you feeling after that?
Frustrated.
I honestly can understand that. That one gave you some trouble there. A couple of those bosses were just really giving you a hard time. Trinex and Cold Steer being the big ones.
Yeah, Trinex, I was like firing the fire rod and it just wasn't hitting the head. Like, what is going on? And then I ran out of mana and I had to bounce out and go get more.
That's never fun there. But hey, you know what? You during that time, you got yourself in go mode there, finding the bow in the hookshot cave. So at least you had that going for you.
Yeah. I was like sitting there running around bootless the whole time. I'm like, I could have got boots like an hour ago.
Yeah, that probably cost you a little bit of time, considering the other runners that we were featuring got those pretty early on, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was just it slipped my mind that I can go in there without the hook shot and get up into that area. And I was like, duh, hello.
Then there's also the fact that you took a while. You didn't have how long did it take for you to get the Quake Me down? Because I think that one cost you a little bit of time too.
Yeah, I saw it, and then it slipped my mind after I got the cape. I finally got the cape, and then when I was up there at Trinex and stuff, I was like, oh, well, while I'm down here, I guess I ought to go get the Quake medallion. Or when I first saw that it was a Quake to unlock Turtle Rock, I was like, oh yeah, I better go get that.
Yeah, kind of helpful in there, isn't it? It could be worse though. You could have, it could have been a pedestal seed, and thankfully it wasn't. But that could have cost you.
Yeah, I was like, for the love of God, don't be a pedestal seed, because I don't know where the book is.
I don't think any of our runners ever found the book. I'm willing to bet it was in Misery Mire, because that was the one dungeon nobody checked.
Yeah, it could have been there, or maybe a Paradox.
No, Paradox we checked.
Oh, okay.
Paradox was checked. The only other place it could have been was like the upper half of Swamp, because that was the only other place nobody went. But one of our runners did actually go into the bottom end of Swamp, but never went up past the big chest.
I would say I went into Swamp and cleared the left side looking for the vanilla hookshot or the bow, and it was a bust. And I was like, okay, that was a waste.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, it wasn't in the upper half. Nobody else checked that either. So it's either there or in the Misery Mire. Those are the only two places nobody went to.
Yeah, overall, it's fun. I like running open mode. It's real fun.
Hey, you know what? You got sub 230. You're not in last place. I think I wouldn't count yourself out that badly.
Yeah, it's not a personal best, but I'll take it.
So, any other final thoughts before we wrap it up?
If you're thinking about jumping in and doing open races or speed runs in general, do it. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, trust me, we've been talking with the chat about it this while we were waiting for you here. So, we've got quite a few people interested in it.
Good.
But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up on this end, folks. Like I said, shout out to New York Rambler, Recidador, and Unknown Availability for their help as well. And if you guys are interested, like I said, we've got the 8 p.m. Triforce Hunt race with the Randomizer, the Key Sanity race at 11, and all of our other races going on. Sub to all of our speed gaming channels, Speed Gaming 1 through 4, Randomania 1 through 4, ALTTP Randomizer 1 through 4. And make sure you sub to all of our runners here and give them the love they deserve, because they are an awesome group of guys. In the meantime, I want to thank you guys for joining us as always here. My name is The Shades, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Rock on!